Good morning, everybody. Welcome to JTraedz TV, where we discuss all stock-related contents and much more, man. Thank y'all so much for joining me, man. Thunder, I see you in the building, boss. Let's get ready to rock and roll, guys, to see what the last trading day of the market has to offer us, and we'll get ready to rock and roll and see how we're going to set up for next week to see what type of important data we're going to have, what type of earnings we're going to have, and so forth. But as of now, let's go ahead and go into our conference room, go over our recaps, our recent earnings, and our economic data, and we'll see how can we end this last trading day of the week. So, guys, without further ado, let's go ahead into the conference room in 3, 2, 1. Y'all know what time it is. Let's go. All right, guys, we're here. Let's go over our recaps from yesterday on SPY. We had an open of 611.54. We had a high of 611.68. We had a low of 607.02. We had a close of 610.38 with a volume of 36.5 million. Let's go ahead and go into our earnings, guys. Nothing really major. Like I said, we don't have any blue chips right now at this moment, but we'll be having NVIDIA and then rolling out sometimes next week or week after. I got to double check to see what's going to be actual date. But we do have some more blue chips that will be rolling around the corner, guys, and we'll be anticipating to see what type of opportunities we can get on these type of stocks. As far as our economics goes, guys, today we do have the S&P Global Manufacturing PMI and Services. That's going to be at 9:45, and we're going to have the existing home sales at 10 o'clock. Other than that, that's all I have for right now. So let's go ahead and dive into our charts, see what the market has to offer us for today, and let's end this off in the green, guys. So let's do what we do best. Let's go. All right, guys, we're here, man. But thank y'all so much for joining me, man. So you already know Fridays I do half a day because I don't, I try to do my best to prevent traders from over trading. So I do my best to, get the best of what we can at the beginning of the market and try to shut it down, reset ourselves for going into next week. So let's see what we got, guys. Jen, I see you, Queen. Thank you so much for joining, Queen. Thank you so much, man. Good morning, good morning, morning. As far as my SPY traders, guys, we have reclaimed that 610 level, but a possible push right back up towards that 612 level. So right now we're back in the upper portion of that channel. We're right back on top of this trend line, guys, still somewhat in this ascending triangle pattern. So keep your eyes peeled on that. Engineer, I see you in the building, Queen. Good morning, good morning. But right now, guys, we have reclaimed 610, and we are back on that upper portion of the channel from 610 to 612. So let's see if those buys can step back in. Let's see, can we get those short squeezes from that 610 level back up to 612. Let's see, can we break that key level to possibly get that push up to 614, which will put us in a new channel. So let's see if those buys can step in, break above that 612, hold that key level, push up to 613 to 614 plus. So we're going to definitely keep our eyes peeled to see on how we're going to rock and roll for Friday, how we're going to start Monday. So let's see on how the transition is going to be from this week going into the next week. So we're going to definitely see that. XYZ, he said dropping nicely. He said down $9 so far. Shout out to you, Thunder. What we got? Hims and Intel. Let me take a look at that real quick, Queen. So far for my Tesla traders, guys, we are on this downtrend. We definitely want to get that. We definitely want to hold that 355 level for that push back up to the upside, where we can break that downtrend, start to push our way back up to 360 to 365. We want to definitely get back on top of this portion of the channel if we want to see more upside. Other than that, we will continuously see downside if we do not hold above 355. SMCI, I was watching that. Yeah, right now, engineers, as far as SMCI, we are holding back above that $60 level. So that we are back in this old channel here of $60 bottom, 62 mid, and 64 tops at this moment. So we are back above $60 at this moment. So remember, $60 is going to be your pivot point. Above that key level, we have room to run up. Below that key level, you got room to come right back on down. Let me go ahead and take a look at Intel for Jenna real quick. I know she asked that not too long ago. So let me take a look at that. Just waiting on my charts to set so I can go look at it. So Intel. I could have sworn I had that saved up here. Intel, didn't I? I could have sworn I had Intel up here for some reason. Let's see what we looking like on Intel. So right now at this moment, let's see. Look like it's still on somewhat of this uptrend still. Still trying to hold above that 25 level. Let's see what these highs is gonna be at. Let me take a look at that real quick. 180. Yeah, I'm about to say I could have sworn I had a chart already set for Intel. So right now, look like you are on a still continuation uptrend from this point though. Look like you're still on an uptrend. We definitely want to get back above that 2644-ish level. Let's see right here. So look like we are trying to hold back up towards the upside. So let's see. SPY right now. Yep, SPY right now. Engineer, I mean, that bad boy is still pushing. I mean, those buys reclaim 610, put you back above that upper portion of that channel from 610 to 612. So the question is, can we break and hold above 612 for that possible push up to 614? But right now, I mean, it's in an uptrend position right now. Like I said, the main key that those buys need to break is 612 for sure. Let's see. I'm trying to see Intel. Like I said, right now, uptrend is still holding. We just got to get back up towards the upside. We definitely want to see some more possible movement. Trying to see what these, yeah, we definitely got to get back above that 2644 level. Because 2644, let me see how powerful that 2644 is. Because, let me see, where's my old chart? I need my 5-year chart because I can't see nothing on this bad boy for nothing in the world. Let me use my 180 real quick, Queen. Let me see something. Let me see something real fast. Cause I'm gonna tell y'all what I was looking at. What I'm planning on looking at, Queen. Verizon. I got my eyes pinned on Verizon right now. I'm not gonna lie to you, for a possible put opportunity. I'm definitely looking at Verizon for a possible put opportunity, and I'm gonna go over why after I'll go over your stuff real quick. But yeah, I'm gonna definitely go over that. But Verizon is definitely on my hit list as far as a put opportunity, because I'm definitely looking at some price points where we could see some resistance and some good rejections for a pullback down. We are overbought on Verizon. I think we're still in the 80s if I'm not mistaken. Let me double check that real quick, Queen. Let me show y'all real quick. So Verizon, I think we should be overbought if I'm not mistaken. Spy chart. Let me go to Verizon real quick. I think we are yeah. So right now, as far as Verizon, we are in the 75 on the daily. Weekly, we are at still kind of low on the weekly. But you are about to hit some good resistant areas. So like if you go to the daily time frame, you can clearly see right where it's trying to pull up to. It's trying to complete that gap fill up towards that $63 level. But you do have some major resistance around 43.50 to 44 level. So I definitely keep my eyes peeled to see once we do pull up towards that 43-ish level, to see if those sellers going to start stepping in for that possible pullback down, because we are definitely overextended. We are definitely overbought. So I definitely got my eyes peeled on that. Let's see where that 13 EMA is at, though. But I will be setting up for a possible put opportunity. I'm just telling y'all right now on Verizon, I'm looking for a possible put opportunity. So as we fill up this gap fill here towards the upside, which is going to put us around 43 to 43.50 level, we do got some resistance. You can see we're right here where we topping out, which is around 43.50 to 44 level. And again, we are overbought on the RSI at around 75. So I'm definitely going to see how much further can we push for the day, to see once we hit around that resistance. I'm going to try to possibly go for a small position back down toward the downside, because we do have some opportunities to come back down. So that is on my arsenal as far as a put opportunity. So that's why I've been watching this like a hawk. Because right here, it looked like you basically had an inverted head and shoulders pattern, which led to some more upside, which you can clearly see that. You had a clear head and shoulders pattern. But you will be going into resistance right around 43 to 44 level. So let me see. To start off with, look like around 43-ish level. That's where your sellers came in and pulled you right back on down. Underneath 43, came right back on down. Tried to bounce back on up. 43 came right back on down. And look where we at. So I'm definitely going to keep my eyes peeled on Verizon to see, can I go for a possible little put opportunity for that bad boy back on down towards the downside. So it looked like around 43 could be a good put opportunity. 43.50 to 44, somewhere in that bracket where we could get a possible little pullback down on Verizon. Because like I said, we are overbought. We are overextended. And yeah, definitely want to peep that opportunity to see, can go in for a put opportunity. Because it's starting to get a little weak. Around that 42.63 level up to 43. So you kind of start to see a little bit of those red candles starting to kick in a little bit. So I'm gonna definitely keep my eyes peeled to see, once we push, to see when those sellers gonna come in and push and basically stuff you right back on down. What's up, Seismic? What's up, boss? So I definitely got my eyes peeled on Verizon at this moment to see, can I go for a put opportunity. So I will be looking at that. So I'm just letting you guys know what I'm looking at. So Verizon for sure. So I definitely got my eyes peeled on that. I'm going to put that chart back off to the side. So I do see a put opportunity on that bad boy. As far as SPY, like I said, guys, we are on that channel of 610, 612. Let me go back. I know Jenna was asking me about NE. Let me see real quick. NE. What is NE? Let's see. What is that? Noble for NE. Look like, I'm trying to see what these bottoms look like, almost around that 2750-ish level, almost like around this level here. Caught a floor. Like we're trying to transition from a downtrend to an uptrend slowly. As long as that 2750 level hold, you got room to possibly push your way back up to 30, up to 35. But we see where these tops is at. We see where these bottoms is at. Clearly can see that on there. You can see right here where your tops is around that 35-ish level, and around 2750 is your bottom. Why I don't hear anything? Why is my thing not chirping? I'm making a noise. I hear y'all coming through, but I don't hear the thing chirping. That's kind of weird. Let me see. Let me double check my yeah, I don't hear like my thing chirping. Like my little oh, nah, it's doing it. Oh, was that somebody? I think that was another hold up. Nah, I hear it. Okay, I got it. I was about to say, I was wondering why I didn't hit it. I can see it. I can see y'all coming in. I didn't hit the, you know. But let's see. But he still look. But Jenny, you may have spoke something into existence. But look at that. That looked like a buy opportunity to say you went for the wrong ticker. Look. 2750. Some bottoms. Even though that was an accident. You kind of. Just saying. You know, you're bouncing off that 2750, possibly back up to that $30 level where you have room to run up basically back up to 35. You could have caught something and, you know, accidentally but into existence. Just saying. I'm just saying. Could have called that on accident, but look at this. That's a good bouncing opportunity on that bad boy. Just saying. Yeah. Sometimes accidents happen for a reason. You never know. As far as Nike though, Nike, what we have? We did bounce around that, what level was this? Almost around the 68 to 69 level, caught that floor, regained that 70 level. Let's focus on 70 though. We're gonna focus on 70, so let's move this up to 70 level. 70, boom. All right, 70 level here with room to run up towards this 80, almost like a $10 movement. A $10 channel in a way. Almost like a $10 channel. Alright, so 80. Around that level. Boom. Put that here. So yeah, look like you got like a little, somewhat like a little floor right here. So 75 would be your mid area, obviously. So make a duplicate copy of that. Mid area around 75. Alright, there you go. There go your channel. Got your bottom 70. Mid areas of 75 with the tops of 80. So definitely, we want to break out of this downtrend, Jenna. We're going to definitely have to break above $80. So that'll break us out of that downtrend setup, basically go back up towards the upside. So that'll take us from the bearish setup to the bullish setup. It'll take it from the bearish side to the bullish side. Because anytime you're under that trend line, you already know that's the bears. Anytime you're above that trend line, that's the bulls territory. So we see every time you hit that trend line, bears come in. Trend line, bears come in. Trend line, bears come in. So we definitely want to get a break above $80. If you get that break above $80, we can possibly cross over from the bearish side of things to the bullish side of things, where we can clearly see, possibly get them runs up to 85, to 90, to even up towards that $100 bracket, back up towards these old highs here. So I'll set an alert at $80. So you definitely want to see an $80 breakout to break us out of that downtrend setup. There, that'll put us in good standing on that note. So there you go for Nike. So yeah, you definitely want to hold above, stay above 75 floor, but if possible, break and hold above $80 level to get us out of that downtrend setup towards the upside. So there you go on that one, Jenna. So there you go on that one. So you're good on Nike right there. So let me save that underneath my, let me save that for 180. And I got my alert set. So there you go. Wait, you said no sound? My mic is on. Yeah, everything. Can y'all hear me? The mic is on. I see the mic moving. The volume on the mic. Can y'all hear me, guys? How we sounding? Are we good? All right, bell is ringing, guys. Ring. Here we go. Okay, Hustle. Thank you so much, boss. Okay, Inside, appreciate you, boss. So here we go, guys. Appreciate you, boss. So here we go, guys. As far as SPY pulling back down towards that 610 level, for buyers, we definitely want to hold that 610 level for the possible bounce back up towards the upside. The main goal for today is, guys, we got to reclaim that 612 level to put us in a new channel of 612 to 614. I do have my alert set for 614, but we definitely want to hold 610 level to get that push back up towards the upside. Definitely get that and hold above that trend line level. I am still watching Verizon. Verizon is still on my arsenal. Tesla. We are back underneath that 55 level, pulling our way back down to possibly 350. So we are still on this downtrend setup, guys. Still downtrending toward the downside. So that's still showing weakness at this time. What is POTR doing? POTR. I had my eye set on that yesterday. I knew I should have jumped into it. Well, I did. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I did jump into it yesterday. It's no problem at all, engineer. I did jump into PLTR, but I didn't hold it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I jumped into it at I went for a small buy. But I should have held it. I should have held it for a swing trade. I should have did it. I should have did it. I was second guessing myself, so I did try to go in for a little. What did I get in at? I think it was around 602 for the pushback up to 605. It was somewhere in this bracket. I'm gonna have to double check that. But I went in for a small little profit. It wasn't nothing like major, but I went for the small little profit, got in and out. But I should have held it. I should have held it. Cause right now, guys, the main resistance level on PLTR is gonna be around 110. 110 is gonna be around your major resistance level. So we did reclaim, got that bounce up of 95, ran right back up to 110. Do keep in mind that 110 can hold up as a strong resistance. Question is, can we hold it, or will we come right back on down? Because you got to remember, guys, keep in mind, today is Friday. Today is Friday. Oh, did we start putting back on the Verizon already? I was trying to set myself up for my put. Let me see, because I was waiting for us to push back up towards 43. I was trying to see if those buys were going to push back up towards that resistance level. Are we about to start pulling back already? Let me check my contracts on that bad boy, because I had some contracts set and ready. I had one for the 28, and I had one for the day. Let me see what we're looking like. Let me see how the contracts even look, because they was kind of looking a little, like, the volume was, I'm going to be honest, it was kind of looking a little shitty. Like, I didn't like the volume on it. That's the only thing I didn't like about it, but that was the one for the 28. Let me see how the one for today is holding up on it. I mean, it's kind of, it's not, I mean, let me see how it's moving. I just don't like those. I don't like those contracts. I mean, they just don't. Let me see. You had a low of what? Where we at right now? As far as where the buyers at right now? As far as the spreads it's crazy. The spreads is crazy on this damn thing. Jeez, the spreads is crazy on Verizon's contracts. But I mean, it shot back up though. That's the thing. It definitely shot back up. Man, I was trying to go for that. I was trying to go for that. I was, like I said, I was waiting to see can we push back up to 43. Cause like I said, the reason why I was looking at Verizon, where's my 180 chart? Damn, I just had it. Let me go back to it real quick. I'm gonna tell you why I was intrigued. Why was I intrigued for a Verizon setup? God dang, it's already starting to pull back. Man, I was waiting for a spike for intraday. Let's see. Let me see. Verizon. Let me go back to my 180 chart. Let me show y'all why I was intrigued into Verizon. Y'all can clearly see my setup right here. This is why I was trying to go in for Verizon. Right here. I was waiting for it to hit around that level. Because based off the past, every time we hit around like 43, we get rejected. 43, rejected. 43, rejection. I was waiting for that possible put opportunity. I was trying to see can we get that push back up around that area so I go for some puts. And like I said, the reason why I was so intrigued into Verizon was because Verizon is overbought right now. We're overextended. And we do have room to fill up on the gap fill up to 43 based off of the daily time frame, the 6-month time frame. And we are at a 75 on as far as the RSI on Verizon. So that's what I was trying to go for. I thought I was going to push up to 43 so I could go in for my puts. But I'm going to keep it on watch to see if buyers going to try to step back in and still try to test it. If they don't start to yank down already. The only thing I ain't like about the contracts though is like the spreads is like like the spreads is out of this world right now. So it's been hard for me to even get in the morning trying to guess these levels. So I'm gonna just kind of wait it out because I just don't see a lot of volume on this damn thing. And I got the one for today to see if we was gonna have a little bit more volume in these contracts. Let me double check though. Let me see. Damn, we already started to pull back. Let me see though. Let me check out these contracts real quick. Let me see. Apple is above 246.75. Apple. Excuse me on that. God, look at this. I was waiting. Damn you, Verizon. I'd have been up in profit. I was waiting on this. Look at this. That was so beautiful. Look at this. Based off of my chart pattern setup, guys. Man, y'all can't say that wasn't a pretty play. I was waiting on that push up so I could catch it. And we already started to pull back already. Oh, man. I was waiting on it. Oh, you. Y'all just don't know. I was waiting on that. I was waiting on that since yesterday. To see if it was gonna spike up first. I was waiting on it, guys. I was definitely waiting on that. You just don't know. It ain't him. Is it him? Wait, what's the ticker to that? Jen, you got me checking everything, Quinn. You gotta look at this too, guy. Come on, man. You got me checking everything in the book. Wait, Hims is not. Wait, that's not spit. Wait, how? What's the? Oh, there we go. Is that it right here? Oh, that is it. All right, down. Look like you got again $50. If you do crack $50, you got room to fall back down towards that 45-ish level. You do have room to fall back down towards this close to this 45. That'll put you around that 50 SMA. So you do have, again, if you crack 50, you got room to fall back down as low as 45-ish. I mean, right now you're definitely tanking. You're definitely tanking right now. Definitely tanking with room back there. That is Hims. Yeah, that's Hims. That's what I got. I'm looking right at it. See? Hims. That's exactly what you put. Hims. HIMS. That's it. We pulling back on it. Yeah. So you pulling back. You got, again, you crack that 50. You got room to fall down towards that 45 to 40 level. And you still pulling back. That's a good put opportunity. Stop trying to go long. Stop trying to catch a falling knife. If you see a put opportunity and you're getting this engulfing red counter, that's telling you that it's bearish. Don't try to fight against the grain. I'm going to tell you right now, do not fight against the grain. If that is a bearish setup, go short until buy step back in. Until we get to some reasonable areas where we can see a bounce. Other than that, that's bearish. Do not go against the grain. Do not look for a bounce yet. Don't do that. Same thing with SPY. Keep your eyes peeled. Wait for buyers to step in. Right now, that's a falling knife. You know, wait for opportunities. Wait for setups. Wait for buyers to step in. Give you that confirmation to go back up. Right now, that's a bearish sentiment. That's bearish. Don't chase it. Same thing for Verizon, which I was trying to go for. I already knew that was going to be bearish, but it didn't go all the way up to 43. That sucked. It's all right. So I'm going to keep that on watch. SMCI. For Hims. Hold up, Queen. That's 60 level too. That's 60 level. Still back on need 62 though. Still need 62. I'm trying to see if we can. Cause with the day being Friday, man, I'm trying to see if it's gonna be a call opportunity or put opportunity. Cause as long as you hold 60, going into next week, I mean that could be a call opportunity as we slowly trend our way back up towards the upside. I mean that could be a call opportunity going into next week, as long as $60 hold. I mean that'd be a good opportunity. Let's see for a put on him. Hold up. Because right now, what did you fall from? $70. As far as a put, I mean, the way this is going, you may just have to go with the grain. I mean, you might have to just kind of go snakeskin Randy on it. Because other than that, you're going to miss the opportunity. Instead of waiting, you might as well just kind of jump in. You know, especially while you're underneath 50. You're underneath 50 for a possible pullback down to 45 to even 40. I mean, you might as well jump in. You know, if anything, instead of waiting on it, you might as well go with the grain. You might as well ride that momentum on down. You're trying to wait for it. I mean, we could bounce back up to 50, but if that momentum keeps going, I mean, you might as well, you know, I mean, you're going to kind of have to jump in and take a chance on it. I'm going to just be honest with you. You might just have to jump in and take a chance. As long as you stay underneath 50, you got room to still fall back down to 45 to 40. So, as long as you stay underneath 50, like I said, you got room to keep falling down. So just watch that 50 level. As long as you stay underneath 50, you got room to still pull back down. But, I mean, the way that this is going, I mean, I really wouldn't wait to go for it to go back up. I mean, it looked like the way this is going, I mean, it's definitely bearish.
SPY 9 DMA at 608.50, 20 DEMA at 605.50 downside targets.
Because the way this is setting up, you already cracked that trend line, so that's a bearish setup. So, where we at right now? We got 5 minutes to this candle close out. If this candle closes underneath that trend line, I mean, you definitely will possibly be setting up for a second leg pullback. So, right now, trend line, you crack that trend line, you're going from the bullish side of things to the bearish side of things. So, you're starting to slowly crack that bad boy. So, if you crack 609, you got room to fall back down to the 608.50 to possibly even 608 itself. So, I mean, look like a lot of them are pulling back right now. Yeah, look like a lot of them are pulling back right now, boss. I mean, like I said, trend line has been cracked. I mean, you're definitely getting that bearish movement. Indicators have crossed over towards the downside. I mean, it's definitely showing signs of weakness, showing signs of a sell-off. definitely showing signs of a sell-off. And don't forget, we got some data coming out at 9:45. That's going to be the S&P Global Manufacturing PMI and Services 9:45, and I'm not mistaken, we have the retail sales coming out at 10 o'clock. So we got data coming out from 9:45 to 10 o'clock. So keep that on watch to see what type of impact it's going to have on the market. But yeah, like these type of stuff, Jen, I'm just being, I don't trade these. Like I said, the main thing I was watching was Verizon. I'm gonna keep that on watch to see if we're gonna set up. And I was watching SMCI. That was another one I was watching. I mean, but keep it. I mean, but this is definitely a bearish setup. I mean, definitely a bearish setup. I mean, you may get a little pop back up towards the upside, but overall, I mean, it definitely looks bearish. So I mean, just kind of play it off of there. Because the main thing you want to go back underneath, if we want to see more downside, you want to go back underneath $50. Because that's your $half mark. You want to crack 50, so therefore we can fall back down to 45 to 40 itself. So watch that $50 area to see can those sellers go right, close up back underneath it. Because that's going to go from support to resistance real quick. Same thing with SPY. SPY right now, we're getting a little bounce off of that 609, but keep in mind, we are cracking the trend line. If buyers don't get back on top of this trend line, we can see a possible next leg down. If we can reclaim that trend line, that means those buyers are trying to move up the 609.50 back up to 610. But right now, it's definitely still looking a little weak at this moment. And don't forget, guys, 9:45, as that candle closes out, we have some data coming out at 9:45 and also 10 o'clock. So keep your eyes peeled on that. So what I'm going to do, instead of stressing myself out, I'm going to look for a possible swing opportunity to see what can I hold going into the next week. That's what I want to do. Like, I got my eyes peeled on SMCI still to see if that $60 level is going to hold going into next week, to see can we build some type of uptrend toward the upside. So I want to see if we can hold. But if we start to crack, I have to go, I have to switch over to puts. So therefore, I have to hold my put, from $60 down towards 58 to, 55 and so forth. Because you got to look at this big channel right here. So we fall underneath 60, I have to respect that for a possible pullback down this way instead of going up that way. Because you got to remember, $60 is your pivot point. Above $60, you got room to run up to 62, 64. Below $60, you got room to fall back down to 68 to even back down towards that $50 level that bottoms here. So that's why I want to definitely see on how SMCI is going to hold up around $60 level here. Right now, it's holding up pretty well. I mean, the buyers have stepped in. Demand zone, you definitely see some a lower wick where buyers are stepping in, trying to hold that $60 level. So they may try to hold that. They may try to consolidate, like go sideways on that floor for a possible move back up toward the upside. So I'm going to keep it on watch. $60 is holding for a possible push back up to 62. So right now, buyers are definitely trying to hold that floor. So, I mean, we may possibly go into a continuation uptrend going into next week. Possibility. So I'm still looking towards the call side so far. I mean, I know right now going for a swing is pretty early. I know that's early as hell. But the way this is setting up, $60 is holding is what we were intending, me and engineer. We was looking at towards that $60 bracket. Because you're going from the 50s to the 60s. So definitely keeping that on watch. So right here, guys, 60 is holding. I mean, right now you're in this channel, SMCI, from 60 to 62. So that's still holding. I mean, definitely getting somewhat of like a U-shaped like pattern, if y'all notice that. We're getting a U-shaped like pattern on SMCI. Like a little slow little U-shape. So it could be setting up, possibly. It could set up for a possible cup and handle. It could. But we definitely got to get back. Definitely got to get that push back to 62. Because we want to close that. We want to close that cup. Because right now you got a long up a shadow. So we definitely want to close that cup up to 62. Because that'll give us that full U-shaped pattern. So therefore, that's letting us know that buyers are still in control, that we're moving up towards the upside. So right now, 60 is holding up to now 61. So right now, that's definitely indicating a little bit of bullishness. So right now, guys, that data just came out right around 609 level. That 945 S&P Global Manufacturing PMI just came out. Well, and we are getting a little bounce off of 609. So keep that on watch. And right now, like I said, look at SMCI. Look at it. See, U-shaped pattern. So like I said, I still got faith in this bad boy. I still got faith in it. I'm not gonna leave from it. I mean, as long as it holds, I'm just saying. As long as that, I didn't mean to do that. As long as that holds, I'm gonna keep the faith on it for a possibility. Let me see. Do I have my SMCI? I'm gonna just keep it on watch though. I'm keeping on watch. I'm gonna see where we go. Like I said, we just started the market. We just opened the day, guys. So there's still a lot of room and opportunity to move around. So I just want to see on how we're going to close out on Friday, on how I can possibly go for a swing going into next week. So that's really what I'm looking for. So right now we are pulling back. We are pulling back towards 60. We are pulling back towards 60. You remember, that's your pivot point. Pivot, 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 pivot. I mean, just as well as SPY. I mean, 609 might be your pivot. When you leave from it, you return to it. So now that you pulled away from it, they may try to push back up to it, kind of like a magnet in a sense. So, I mean, I'm not 609, I'm sorry, 610. 610. 610 level. Because right now, you are bouncing off of 609, trying to push their way back up to 610. So you got to keep in mind, it's kind of like a magnet. If you notice that, we always have some type of activity around 610, 610, 610. No matter whether you go up, 610, 610, 610. No matter whether you go down, 610, 610, up, 610. It's like you always find your way back around that price point. So that's like a magnet. It's like you leave from it, you return to it. You leave from it, you return to it. So that's kind of like your pivot point. So 610 is definitely your pivot point. So let's just see. So the question is, okay, put it like this, guys. As far as SPY, the question is, how are we going to close on this Friday? Are we going to close below 610, which will equal the downside, or will we close above 610, which can equal the 2 upside? So it all depends on how we close today on the Friday around that 610 level. Can those buyers push back up to 610, close above it, which that will, seal the deal as far as that 610 floor going into next week for the possible uptrend, or will we close below 610? Sealing a deal for the sellers as a ceiling to continue on down toward the downside to 608 and so forth. So the question is, how are we going to close today on a Friday around that 610 price point on SPY? Same thing with SMCI. We pulling back towards 60, but the question is, will we close below it or will we or will we close above it? So right now we're pulling right back to 610 and we're fighting. That's the pivot point for SMCI. I'm saying 610, 60, 60. 60 is your pivot point for SMCI. Same thing. You leave from it, you return to it. You got a pivot point of 60 on SMCI. You got a pivot point of 610 on SPY. So we both at those pivot. We definitely mess around these pivot points on both of them. Right now, we are dealing with it on SMCI, 60. And right now, we're underneath 610 on SPY right now. So again, as Friday closes out, which opportunity will be better for us? Close underneath 610 will lead to possible more downside, or can we close above 610 that can lead to more possible upside? So right now we're underneath it. We cracked that trend line, which is showing a bearish sentiment at this moment. So right now we're bearish. Right now we're underneath 610. We're underneath the trend line. That's bearish. But the market is again, guys. The market is still up. We just started. So we'll buy a step back in, or will we get a continuation sell-off? So like I said, Fridays, guys, you got to definitely be careful on this. Fridays are very, very, very tricky. So what I do is on Fridays, instead of trading on it, what I do is how can I set myself up going into next week? If I make a profit Monday through Thursday, then I'm not going to gamble on a Friday and lose everything that I just gained Monday through Thursday. So me now, what I started doing personally, is I start waiting for opportunities on a Friday going into next week. Basically, can I get in for a put for a possible downtrend? Can I get in for a call for a possible uptrend? How is Friday going to close off? That's going to set the tone for next week. So right now, we're definitely still pulling back down. We already lost, again, 610. You got room to fall back down towards that 608. So right now, it's bearish. It's definitely bearish. We definitely getting a sell-off right now. But you got to remember, this is at the beginning of the market. Can buyers still step in, back and push back up? Yeah. CB, what's up, boss? Good morning, good morning. So I haven't jumped in yet. I haven't jumped in anything yet. I ain't gonna lie. Seismic. I wanted Verizon. I was waiting towards that 43 level. I ain't gonna lie. Because that's why I said I hate, especially dealing with options. I hate after hours and I hate pre-markets because they always got the best setups, either after hours or pre-market, and then that's when it go from there. Same thing here. Look, after hours, bounce, after hours, pull. It's like it always got the best setups in those type of scenarios. I hate after hours and pre-market. It's like all the best setups is here after hours pre-market, and we always get like the, I hate that. I hate that crap. Cause look right here. I'd have been putting in puts. Had this move would have been here, I'd have been good. But but right now, guys, we're still getting that nice pullback on SPY. Still getting that pullback. Lost that 610 level with room to fall back down towards that 608. Keep that on watch. Now the question is, as we do pull back to 608, can buyers retain 608 to 608.50 for that pushback on up towards the upside? So keep that on watch. It depends on how we close out Friday is going to set the tone for next week. In other words, can we see a possible continuation downtrend, or could we be setting up for a possible uptrend as we pull back to low areas for a move back up? So this is what we're going to do. This is how we're going to try to figure this out. How can we set ourselves up for next week? So right now we know this trend line here held up very well. So we can see every time we come down to the trend line, we have a nice move back on up. So question is, can buyers retain this trend line on a Friday going into next week? Because if we can retain this trend line, then we can continue going into next week of Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and so forth, where we can utilize this trend line. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this one off. I'm going to take this one off because we're going to focus on the bottom one. So let me take this one off for right now. So let me take this one off and let me take this one off. So the main focus is, as we go into next week, can we retain this trend line on a Friday to the point that we can continue up Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Therefore, retesting 612 for new possible highs of 614, 616, and so forth. So that's going to be the key area. Can we retain this trend line going into next week? Can we get back above this area, which that means that we have to get back above 610 for that possible pushback up to 612, up to 614, where we can continue to ride that trend line going into next week. So that's going to be the $1 million question. Right now, we're underneath that trend line. So right now, we're still pulling back towards some low areas. We have not retained 610 yet. We're still underneath 610. So you got to take that into consideration that the market is still bearish at this time. So again, what do the buyers need to do? We need to right now they're holding 608. That's good. Next level, 608.50. Reclaim that. 609, 609.50. Back up to 610 because we need to close back above 610. That will keep us above that trend line going into next week. So that's clearing the deal, and that's securing that floor going into Monday, Tuesday, and of next week. So that's definitely what we want to see. Right now, the trend line is being cracked. Right now, that's showing bearish sentiments. That's showing more of a downtrend than an uptrend. So basically, in other words, instead of an uptrend, at this moment, SPY is showing a downtrend. So right now, SPY is showing this versus an uptrend. So question is, going into next week, depending on how we set up, will we be expecting a downtrend instead of an uptrend going into Monday? So it all depends on how we close out, guys. How are we going to close out today? Could we be setting up for a downtrend setup going into next week, or could we be going for an uptrend setup into next week? So right now, as this is showing, it's look a little bit bearish, kind of. We're on a downtrend setup at this moment. So in order to avoid that, what needs to happen? We need to get back above 610, get back above this trend line in order to avoid a downtrend setup going into next week. So that's what we want to do. We want to avoid a downtrend setup going into next week. So we got to reclaim 610, stay within this channel for a possible channel breakout, where we can utilize 610, 612 for the possible move on up towards the upside when we go from one channel to the next. Because what we want to do is move this channel 610, 612 on up from 612, 614. So that's what we want to do. Because right now you're in this like big channel. If y'all noticed this, we're in a big one big channel. 612, 610, 608. 608 being your bottoms. As long as you hold that, you got room to move back up to your pivot, 610. But to move back up to what? 612. So right now, this is just one big channel. One big channel. 612 tops, 608 bottoms. So as long as you can hold this channel, you still got a possibility to move your way back up towards the upside. Now, it's only when you crack this channel, then we have to lower the channel. We got to go to 608, 606, 604, and so forth to that nature. But right now, your floor to 608 is holding. So the main thing that we want to see is move back up towards the pivot point, 610, put it back into the upper portion of this channel, which would be what? 610, 612. Put us right back on this trend line so we can continue our way back on up going into next week. So that's the thing. So we want to see buyers step in and push back up towards that yellow line here to secure that trend line for that possible continuation going into next week. That's what we want to see. We want to see the closeout. We want to see a strong close. If we don't see a strong close, we can possibly be setting ourselves up for a downtrend going into next week instead of an uptrend, where we will start to see 608, 606, 604, and so forth, where we'll start to lose value and go this way. You're already slowly starting to lose it now from the areas of 613s, 612, you can clearly see that, to where now 610. If you go by twos, what's to be the next level? 608. And we don't hold that, where we go down to next? 606. And we'll start a what? Downtrend setup instead of an uptrend setup. So keep that on watch. What my boy doing? What my guy doing? What SMCI doing? Still fighting around 60 level? Still fighting around 60. So, I mean, 60 hasn't given up yet. 60 has not given up yet. That's why I started to learn on Fridays to not gamble. Like, I started to look for, what I started to do is I started to utilize Fridays to see on how can I. Hey, Loliana, what's up, boss? BAB, I'm gonna check it out, boss. Cause I'm speaking from experience on what I started doing. So what I started doing on Fridays, instead of looking for these trades, gambling, which is nothing is wrong with day trading. So don't let me scare you out of a Friday trade. Don't never let me do that to y'all. You can trade on Fridays. It's up to you on what you want to do. It's your account. But me personally, what I started doing on Fridays is setting myself up for a swing trade opportunity going into, Mondays. Like how can we set up? Like what I'm doing is I'm asking myself as we are moving on Fridays, okay, are we setting up for an actual downtrend setup going to Monday, or can buy step back in and push back up? But right now, this is clearly telling me this is a downtrend. It's downtrending. You can clearly see this. It's a downtrend setup right now, going from an uptrend to now a downtrend setup. So the question is, how are we going to close out? Now, could we be setting up for more downside going into next week? In other words, can we see underneath 608, down to 606, down to 604, and so forth? Can we be setting up for a possible downtrend opportunity? So I have to, weigh my options to see on how can I possibly set myself up going into next week. So I want to see on how we're going to close. I want to definitely set myself up in the right direction. So not just that, let me take a look at SPY's 180 chart to see where we at as well and what levels need to be. So let's see. What are some important keys we need to hold to stay, to continue that? So let's see on my 180. See 180, you need to hold above 925. See that? 925, which is support line, because you can see that back in the back then based off of the chart patterns. Let me bring it up a little bit closer. Sorry about that. Let me maximize it a little bit. And sorry about all the lines. I apologize. Sorry about that. I mean, a lot of chopping is not my damn fault. But you can see right here, 925 resistance, 925 resistance. Right here, 925 support, 925 support. So I'm sorry, 609.25. I'm sorry, 609.25 support. But look where we at. Look where we back underneath. 609. That was one of your major areas we need to hold. Now, if we crack 608.50, that's definitely going to lead to more downside because that also played as resistance at 1.2. Because if we go back a little bit, 608.50, we go back a little bit this way. You can see right here, 608.50, 608.50, 608.50. You see where that resistance was at? Where those sellers came in strong? 608.50, 608.50, 608.50. You can clearly see that. So those going to be your main levels that you need to hold to go back up towards the upside. But if you fall back underneath those two major levels, we could definitely see more downside where we go right back into this kind of setup here. So going back this way now into the present, look where we at. 609.25, 608.50, falling right underneath your 9 EMA. So right now you got to keep in mind the market is we still early. We still early. Still got time for buyers to step up to the plate. Still got time for buyers to stay above 608.50. Still got time for buyers to reclaim 609.25. If we can hold that floor level, we have room to go right back up 610 to 612. But we definitely got to get back on top of that floor because old resistance can turn into new support. Right now, you're falling right back underneath that resistance, which is now, you can see right here the impact of what those sellers did. Woo! Look what I just, bam! What I just said. Look at this. What I just said. As soon as I was talking about it, I saw that pullback. What I just said. Insider, look, what did I was just demonstrating? 609.25, 608.50, right? What did I just say? We need to stay above that level because right when I was about to say, look at the impact underneath 609.25 that those bears did. Look at this. Look at the impact. 609.25, those bears came in aggressive. Where are we back underneath? 609.25. Look at this. What's the second one? 608.50. Exactly. What's the next level? 608.50. You lose those two key levels, guys, we can definitely start to pull back. But what buyers need to do, I'm just saying, in order to avoid it, because again, the market just opened. And again, in order to avoid a major pullback coming, where we've seen this right here before, from 609.25, where you yank all the way back down to the 600s. And don't forget, look at that gap fill. Don't forget about that gap fill. If we crack that, you'll fill this gap this way. Keep that in mind. Right here, guys. From what price? Around 607 down to what? Around 605. Where you'll fill a gap this way. Down that way. Look right here. Even if I take all the lines off, you can still see it. So let me do this real quick. Let me make a duplicate copy real quick of this. Alright, so let me clear this off. Let me clear all of this off so it don't be too cluttery, so I can show y'all what I'm talking about. So let me clear all this off. Alright, cool. And let's go back. And you see where that gap fill is at right here. See that, right? If we don't hold, you will fill that gap fill, and that's going to be around what? 605. You can clearly see that. So let's see. Let's put a line right here where that little bottom of that gap fill is at. It's going to be around 605. So keep that on watch. That'll be that little area. Gap fill on down right here, 605. So your main areas that you need to hold at this moment is what? Oops, did I make a duplicate copy? My bad. Is what price? We just talked about this. We need to hold what? Stay above 609.25. Stay above 609.25. That's your old area right here. 609.25, and underneath that will be 608.50. And that's based off of the past. The past areas that we had got stuff at before. So 608.50. Let's go underneath that too. Let me make a line here. Boom, boom, boom. All right, 608.50. These are the areas that those buyers need to reclaim in order to avoid that pullback down. In order to avoid that pullback down to 605, because you can clearly see where that 50 SMA is sitting at. That means you'll be filling a gap, even with your indicators. From your 9 EMA, your 20 EMA, look at this little gap you got to fill from those indicators down to that 50 SMA. Where's that 50 SMA at? 605. What is also right along with that? That gap fill on the downside, which is what? 605. So, in order to avoid that, I'm just telling y'all, in order to avoid that possible drop even further down towards that 606 to 605, those buyers need to get back on top of 608.50 and 609.25. Jay, why is those price points so important? Go back into the past. Where did we get stuffed at? I don't give a shit about the upper shadows. I'm talking about the bodies of the candles. Where did we get stuffed at? 609.25. 609.25. Why is 608.50 so important, Jay? Let's go back this way. 608.50. 608.50. 608.50. 608.50. So we go back that way. Old resistance can turn into what? Possible support if those buyers can reclaim 608.50, 609.25. Because therefore, we'll go back towards focusing on that channel towards what? 612. Because we know that's the area we need to break in order to see more upside. So we definitely need to hold those key levels to go back into that channel of what? The highs of 612. Bam. There you go. To get back into this channel here of 609.25 back up to 612. So we want to clear that floor. You can see at one point we did hold it. 608.50, 609.25, where we did that bounce, and ran on up to what? 612, but then we came right back down to what? 609.25, 608.50. So what buyers need to do, step in, reclaim 608.50, back up to what? 609.25. Need to turn that old floor or that old resistance into new possible support. Therefore, if they do that, that will create a uptrend channel. So that means that we can see continuation upside even after this pullback. That we can see a continuation towards the upside because we know buyers want to see 612, 614 on up to 620. So buyers need to reclaim those major levels to go back up towards the upside. So that'd be 608.50, 609.25. There you go. So there you go. So we broke it down. We know what needs to be held. So there y'all go. We broke it down to a science. What needs to happen? If we don't hold them key levels, we can crack and fill that gap down to what? 605. Jay, why is that important? Again, if you go back, where's that gap fill? Right here. From 607 down to what? 605. So keep that in mind. So there y'all go. And where we at right now? look what we seeing a little bit. 607, ain't we? Right where that gap fill is at, ain't it? Why would I lie to y'all? Why would I lie to y'all? Look right here. See that little gap fill? And we cracked 607. I just said that. Look right here. Right where this little, right where that start of this gap is, that gap down. You need to stay above it. So let me see. What was the close on that one? 607. Say we'll round it to 607.50. 607.50. So let's make a duplicate copy. To avoid that gap fill, you need to stay. You need to hold above 607.50. Right there where that little gap fill is at. Right where that little gap fill is at. In order to avoid that fall, you need to hold right where that close is at here. You need to hold 607.50 back up to 608.50. Because if you crack 607.50, I'm telling you, you're gonna be coming down this way. You're coming down this way. Y'all might as well gear up for it. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. You might as well gear up for it. Cause look where we at. 607. Let's see. Can we hold that key level? Can we hold it? In order to, in order to avoid that gap fill, right here. Can we hold above 607.50? Those buys need to step in. 607.50, back up to 608.50, back and reclaim that floor of 609.25. That's the main area that those buys need to get back above. Other than that, I'm telling you, that pullback coming. That pullback time down possible 605 is coming. Because again, that'll create an indicator gap fill from your 9 EMA, 20 EMA, all the way down to that 50 SMA, which is around 605, and that will complete your gap fill. So, in other words, I'll put it like this. That may be a bouncing opportunity as well, where once you fill that gap up, buyers may try to move back in and hold that key level. I mean, that's a possibility too. Once you fill that gap up here, that gap down here, they may utilize 605 possibly to bounce back on up because you got the 50 SMA for a possible bounce, for support, which is lining up with what? 605. So if you do crack 607.50, you got room to fall back down towards that 605 level. You got room to fall back down to that 605 level. And y'all can clearly see where that gap is at. Y'all clearly see that. So that could be your setup for Friday. That could be your little gap fill right here. Your little gap fill on down to 605 for a possible 605 bounce. Pretty much back up towards the upside. Well, buyers can utilize 605 to push back up. Because look where we at right now. 607.80. They got to hold it. Because if not, if they crack 607.50, on down you go. Just keep that on watch. Don't say I didn't warn y'all. At least I told y'all. Keep it on watch. All I did was, I didn't even have to go to a 15-minute time frame. I just looked right at a 180. I could clearly see that shit. I could clearly see that setup. I could clearly see a gap fill. I could clearly see what areas need to be held in order for buyers to move back up towards the upside. In order for that to avoid the gap fill, you got to hold above 607.50. Then you got to get back above 608.50 because that's one of the areas where we got rejected at in the past. And this was your recent stuff area, which is around 609.25 to keep us in this channel of 609.25 back up to 612 to keep us in this channel here. So these are the areas that buyers need to reclaim. So far right now, they hold above 605, 607.50. Cool. Next level, 608.50. They reclaim that. Cool. Next level from that, 609.50. We should be golden because that means that floor is holding. That old resistance can turn into possible support as we continue to move back up towards the upside and continue this uptrend. So keep that in mind. Watch those very particular price points. That's going to be very important on a Friday. As we close out on a Friday going into next week. That's going to be very, very, very important. 607.50, that avoids your gap fill on down. Hold that on up to 608.50. Because again, we go back into the past. That's your old area where you got rejected at in the past. Right here, 608.50. Right here, right across the board, 608.50, 608.50. Got a little push up to 609.25, but you got stuck where? 608.50. So we know that's going to be important. What level after that? 609.25. 609.25. So the game plan is for buyers is we want to turn those old resistance into now possible support to push us back up towards the upside of 612. We want to get back above 608.50. From that point on, 609.25 to put us back in this channel here where we can continue the uptrend. Uptrend is holding still. There you go. We avoided catastrophe from cracking on down. trend line bounce. What was that trend line bounce at? 607.50. Next level, 608.50. From that level, 609.25, putting you back in this channel, thus giving you that continuation uptrend towards the upside. Boom, there you go. Covered it. Let's go. What I told y'all. 607.50, bam, avoided a gap down. 608.50, right back on top of your old resistance. Next level, 609.25, your last level. Boom, go from resistance to support. We're willing to go back up towards the upside, uptrend. There you go. Boom, let's go. That's it. It's easy to read this, man. Like, come on, man. It's like, don't make it complicated. Understand, like, again, you can take the history, the past, and use it for the present. So that's all you do. Take the past and utilize it towards the present. Because you can take an old resistance and now utilize it as new support. When now buyers can step back in, you already reclaimed 607.50. Done. Next level, 608.50. Buyers can step back above that key level. Done. Now you get back above 609.25. Boom. Solidify that floor. You're back in this old channel. 609.25 to 612. Because you know where your tops is at. And we know what needs to be held. We know what floor needs to be held, 609.25. Why? Because once again, that is your old resistant level with them. Again, not the wicks, the bodies. Right where your bodies got rejected at, 609.25. Turn old resistance into new support. So right now, you got those buyers right here battling where? 608.50. That's going to be the next level. They already reclaimed 607.50 because that avoided that gap down. Now, next level, 608.50, 609.25. There you go. Done. That's all you need to know. Nah, that's a wrap. Nah, y'all go from here. I didn't broke it down. Y'all turn. Shit, I didn't did it. I didn't did it. Y'all turn. Y'all go. So. So, let's take these lines here. We're going to make duplicate copies of the things that we just talked about. So, let's see. 609.25 was one. Right? 608.50 was one. Alright, cool. Booyah. So, there go your lines based off your 180 chart. That's what we need to reclaim. That's what buyers need to reclaim. No two particular price points. And then 607.50, that's going to be that area that's for that gap fill. Because remember, you lose that 607.50, you got room to fall back down to 605. Keep that in mind. Because remember, that's that area you need to stay on top of in order to avoid that gap down.
Brandon says, when you have time, you think hymns would be good for a swing.
Man, what's going on with hymns, y'all? You and another person asking about hymns. Like, they got something that y'all ain't telling me about. It must be a secret money-making opportunity that you holding back from me. Nah, I'm just messing with you, city boy. I got you, boss. Yeah, I was just talking to somebody about that. There's something that y'all know about that I don't know about on hymns. What's up? Y'all holding back from me from this money-making opportunity? Which I holding back from me, man. Don't hold back from this money-making opportunity. Nah, I'm just clowning. I'm messing with you. But right now, guys, as far as SMCI, still around that $60 level. Still keeping that on watch. Still watching Verizon. Still watching that bad boy. That's still on my arsenal. Right now, we're cracking right back underneath 608. Still weakness. Keep it on watch. Because like I said, I'm telling you right now, you crack 605, 607.50. I'm telling you, right where that gap fill is at is right here. I'll set my alert. At 605. At 605 for the downside. Let's see. I'll set it. Just in case. Just in case they don't hold. I'm just letting you know that's where that gap fill is going to be at. From that 607.50 down all the way down towards that 605 level. Alright, so right now, like I said, buyers got a hold 608 because you're falling out of your old channel going back into this channel 606 to 604. You'll be going from one channel to the next. Because you want to avoid that gap fill. You want to avoid this. I'm telling you. Those buyers got to step in because I'm telling you, if we crack 607.50, you're going to be filling this gap right here. That here to here is going to be this. It's going to be a gap fill on down. 607.50 down to 605. That'll be that gap fill. So I'm just letting you know. Buyers, I'm telling you, what bulls need to do. Hold above 607.50, which is here. That's that area here. Then we need to reclaim 608.50, which is your old key area, your old resistance level here. From that point, we need to reclaim 609.25, which is your recent stuff level, which is here. Because you see on how aggressive those bears came in at what price point? 609.25, where you had that nice sell-off. Even here, 609.25, you got stuff, had that gap down. So that can hold up a strong resistance there if those buyers do not reclaim. Because psychologically, those bears will move in to protect their territory once again if those buyers do not break above that level of 609.25. Because you can see the impact that it had back then. Look right here. 609.25, yanked them. 609.25, yanked them. So, in order to avoid another possible yank on down, we gotta reclaim that level because you don't want to turn that back into resistance again because that's going to excite the bears for you to pull back down. Now, I'm not saying that we're going to get a big old yank down like we got before because we already pulled back down to the lowest areas possible. The next key level will possibly be 605. You know, we do get if those bears do come in aggressive, we'll get that sell-off because not only will you lose your 9 EMA and your 20 EMA, you'll now have a gap fill all the way down towards that 50 SMA, which is around 605, and also that will put you in a position of filling that gap right on down from 607.50 down to 605. So that's why I have that set up. So I try to break everything down to a science, but yeah. But you gotta keep in mind, today is Friday. Today is Friday, just be very careful. Because I don't want you guys throwing in hard-earned money that you made Monday through Thursday, to throw it all on a Friday. What I started doing and how I started learning from my situations, I utilize Fridays for a swing trade. I'm gonna just be honest with you. I utilize Fridays for swing trades to see, to look for better opportunities going into the following week. So all I'm trying to do now is just figure out, okay, what type of setup are we going in from Friday here into Monday. So again, are we going to go on a continuation sell-off from Friday to Monday, or will buy step back in and we wind up getting back above these key levels? So I just want to see on how we're going to close. But right now, as of now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take away this trend line until we get back above it so we don't have too many lines on the board. I'm going to focus on that downtrend setup as of now. So I'm going to take that one off, and we're going to focus on the downtrend setup that's right in front of us. So that's the main thing that we see as of now. Downtrend setup with some low areas around. We got as low as 607.50 with the reclaim right back on top of 608. So right now we hit these bottoms, but we still in a damn downtrend setup with a lot of strong resistance right above your head. You already know this. 608.50, we already saw that. 609.25, we already saw that. Also, your natural level, 610. So that means buyers gonna have to reclaim all of these levels to prove that we can go back up towards the upside. So that we have enough buying strength to, go back against these sellers. Other than that, to me, that's weakness. Downtrend, downtrend, downtrend. We could be seeing a possible downtrend setup going into next week as a possibility. Just being honest with you. So in order to avoid that, let's just say we're going to have to get back above 610. 609.25 to 610 in order to avoid that downtrend setup going into next week. Because other than that, we'll be pulling back down going into Monday. Hell, you may see a possible gap down if they don't reclaim those levels. So right now, let me go to HIMS. I'm sorry, guys. I forgot to go to that, and I do apologize. But Rise is still holding. I'm still watching that bad boy. So let's see HIMS. Oops, I'm sorry. What's up, Tariq? What's up, boss? City Boy, what are y'all? Okay, you and Jenna, what are y'all guys' game plan for HIMS? I know y'all talking about going long in this bad boy. I think didn't I have a 180 chart setup when we talked about this not too long ago? Could have sworn I had a setup. What you in, boss? 12. Oh, 4. Damn. Ooh, shout out to you, Puts. 610. Shout out to you, Tariq Boss. That's what I'm talking about. Good Lord. 6G. Man, you've been on fire. Boss, you've been on fire. I'm so, man, I could be more proud of you, boss. You've been killing it. I know we've been talking offline too, man. I couldn't be more proud of you, boss. Keep up the great work, man. Keep killing it. Contracts fit. Damn, so you was in. God dang. Ooh. Damn, so you was over 5,000 shares? Holy crap. Man, man, let me give you some love, T. Shout out to you, man. I could be, man, you make me excited, man. I could be more proud of my guy. Man, that's a blessing, man. Let me give some love to you, boss. Let me give some love to you, man. Man, keep up the excellent work, boss. Keep up the excellent work, man. I couldn't be more proud of you, man. Came a long ways, man. Came a long ways, and I mean, look at this. I mean, clear setups is right there in your face. I mean, you can clearly see this. I mean, setups is right there. It's all about, man, no problem at all, boss. I mean, it's all about just taking the time to understand the personalities of these stocks, guys. Just like I told y'all, be on lookout, and I'm gonna go back to SPY real quick on how to read these charts, man. Like, it's not hard at all to read these, man. Take your time. Take your time to understand these bad boys. Now, hymns, what average did we say? Oh, yeah, around 45 if we didn't hold 50. So right now 50 is holding. So the main thing we want to get back above is 55 to 60 because you want to get back in this channel, City Boy and Jenna. Y'all want to get back into those the channel play. But I definitely see, well, right now I still see more weakness, I'll be honest. Put it like this. I'm going to just say focus on the price points of $50 and $55. $50 and $55 because $50 being your $half mark. You definitely want to start to hold back above 55, try to get that push back up to 60 where we can start to reverse that play. Now, you did lose your indicators. You did lose your 9 EMA. You did lose your 20 EMA with possible room, you know, if we don't reclaim these levels, we're room to possibly fill this gap on the downside this way, which will put you around 45 to possible 40. You know, where you can go from those indicators on down to this indicator where you can fill this gap here. You know, back down to these old low areas of 45. So definitely keep your eyes peeled. So what you want, if you want to see more upside, we got to get back above 55 for sure. Stay above $50 because that's your $half mark. You lose that, then you got to focus on the prices below that. 45, 40, and so forth. But right now it's weak. I mean, right now it's definitely weakness. Right now it's weakness. Wait for the prices of 55 and wait for those buys to get back up towards $60 to definitely get that upside movement. But if you wanted to go for a scalp play, I mean, you could have played off of 50 up to 55. You could have played that quick scalp. Nothing is wrong with that area. There we go. But right now, I mean, your buying pressure, you can definitely see where your buys at, City Boy and Jenna. Your buys are right at 50. Because you can see where they came in at, $50, because that's a natural number. That can act as a natural support and a natural resistance because you're going to automatically get some type of reaction off of that level. But the question is, can you hold that level? That's the question. That's the question as far as today. Can you hold that 50 level? Yeah, you bounce, but can we survive the bounce? Can we stay on top of 50 for the movement back up towards the upside? So look at the levels. So what I'm going to do is for him, so I'm going to set 2 alerts. I'm going to set 1 for the tops. For 55 for the possible breakout. So I'm gonna do this for your City Boy and Jen. I'm gonna do this for y'all real quick so I go back to the other stocks. Because after this I gotta focus on mine. I'm gonna set up 2 alerts. 1 for 55 breakout to see can we get back above that level. And also I'm gonna set 1 for the bottoms for $50 crack. Because that'll let us know that we're falling. So I'm gonna set up 2 alerts. 1 for tops and 1 for bottoms. Just to keep us updated on that. Alright, cool. So I got 1 for a possible break back above 55 to let us know that we're going back in the upper direction. And then I got 1 set for 50 to let us know we're still going in the downward direction. So I got 2 alerts set, City Boy and Jennifer hymns. So I got it set. Alright, so here we go, guys. Filling up that. Y'all thought I was lying. Y'all thought I was lying. Let's see. Let me bring up my chart. Hold up. What I told y'all. Let's see if I was lying. Tariq, King Kong, let me see if I was lying. About that gap fill. Where that gap fill at? Let me go to it. Let me see if I was lying about that. I warned y'all about that. Right. Let me see if I can shrink it up a little bit. I want to make sure I get the whole damn thing. That gap fill is right here. Let me go ahead and highlight it so y'all know what I'm talking about. See, I don't think I'm just blowing smoke up nobody. So right here's that gap fill. Right in this little box. Boom. There go your gap fill. On the downside, just in case you crack that trend line and you fall back down to what price is 606 to 605. Y'all thought I was bullshitting. I told y'all. 925, you need to stay on top of. 609.25. 608.50, you need to stay on top of. 607.50, you need to stay on top of. Why 607.50? Because that's the start of that gap down this way from 607.50 down to 605. Y'all thought I was lying. Look, ooh, y'all thought I was lying. Y'all thought I was lying. Look how we filling up that gap fill. Look, boom. They thought I was lying. They thought I was BSing them, Tyreek and King Kong. They thought I was blowing smoke up their ass. But, hey, I tried to tell them. I said, hey, don't forget about that gap fill right here. If we lose 607.50, you got room to fill that gap fill on the downside from 607.50 to possible 605, where you got that area here, right where my red line is at. They thought I was lying. They thought I was BSing them. I was saying, okay. Whatever floats your boat. But at least I said it. I mean, I told them. So let's see. In order to avoid that, buyers need to stay on top of 607.50. I'm telling you. In order to avoid that possible gap down, that gap fill right here, I'm telling you, buyers gonna need to stay on top of 607.50 to avoid that. Other than that, I'm telling you, you will be seeing 606 to 605, possibly, if they don't reclaim that. I'm telling you. Y'all thought I was BSing y'all. Look at that, 606. I told you. Let's go. I told you. Engineer, you don't like listening to nothing I say, do you? I swear you don't. After I just broke all of this down, you said, how low can it go? After see, I have a feeling you bouncing from me in active lobby because you didn't hear nothing I broke down to where this gap down, where we can fall back to. Because if you was listening, all right, I ain't gonna say nothing. For those who were listening, how low can we go? Well, what possible areas I said we could see on that gap fill? What did I say, guys? What did I say? What price point did I say? Who was listening to me? Who was paying close attention to me? I said if we crack... Man, see, I mean, it's all about listening. I said, guys, if we crack 607.50, we got room to fill this gap right here, which I drew my box down to 605 level right here. If we do not hold above 605, 607.50, where that start was at, I said, guys, we can fall all the way back down to 605-ish level. But shout out to you, Insider. Yep, you was close, boss. Yep, right around those levels where you can fill that gap on the downside. Did I not say that? Y'all thought... Tyreek, did I not say it? I said it. I said we can feel a gap fill from those indicators down to that 50 estimate, which is lining up with what? 605. I gave y'all the keys. I just told y'all what. Come on, man. I broke this down to a science from a 180 chart to a 15-minute chart, and I put the lines. I put 609, 609.25, 608.50, 607.25, 607.50 for possible room to fall back down to where I got my alert. Come on, man. I mean, you can't make this up. Like, I broke it down from a 180. Thank you, Clutch. I broke it down from the tops because I told y'all, okay, if y'all need me to re-break it down again, I have no problem doing this. Okay, I'll do it. Okay, I said from the beginning when we were going up, right, or what we were trying to hold, I said, let me go back to the hands. I said, guys, important levels we need to hold. I said 609.25, 608.50. That was the first thing I talked about. I said why, and I was like, okay. I explained why. I said 609.50. I'm sorry, 609.25 and 608.50 was some old key areas. So I said 609 was your old resistance level. That was one. And I said 608.50 was number two. Because you got rejected in the past where? 608.50, 608.50, 608.50, 608.50. Now, where did 607.50 come from? Now, 607.50 came from that gap fill on the downside right about here. I said right here, guys, 607.50 Right here. That's why I added that other one. I said because buyers need to stay above 607.50. I said because if we don't stay above 607.50, you have room to fall down towards this level because you will be filling the gap fill on the downside here, down towards 605 level. So where are we at right now? In this gap fill situation. Underneath what? 607.50. Because not only do you have 612 as resistance, 610 as resistance, now you have the main key area you need to hold above, which was 609.25, 608.50. Why? Because had we would have held above 609.25 as we did in the past or not too long ago, you can see right here 609.25 support, 609.25 support, 609.25 support, 609 to 608.50 support, back on up to what? 612. Because therefore we would have stayed in this channel for the possible movement on up, where we would have held this uptrend going into next week from 609.25, retesting back up to 612, seeing new higher price points of 614, 615s, and so forth. But what happened? We got rejected, got a nice little dome like Pat. Oh, and I just noticed something. Oh, I ain't gonna say it. I'm gonna see if y'all see it. What do y'all see? I just noticed something. What y'all see? I just realized it just now. What y'all see? I see it. What do y'all see? Tell me if y'all can call it out. What do y'all see? I see it. What do y'all see? But better, in other words, what pattern do you see? What pattern do you see? I see it. Who's going to call it out first? Before I draw it. What pattern do you see on that chart? What do you see, guys? Seismic, I know you see it. Not just a wedge, but it's something else. It's another one, boss. I'll draw it. All right, for those who don't know, I'll do it. Y'all give up? Y'all quit? I'll do it. I got it. Bam. 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 Oh, let's go. Yep. Damn. Shout out to G-Range. Shout out to Club, man. Shout out to y'all. Yep, I saw it. Inverted cup and handle, baby. Bam. Caught it. Let's go. I saw it. I just seen it. I saw it. I had to look close and I said, ooh, I see it. Inverted cup and handle. Bow. Bow. I seen it. Cup. Boom. Boom. Handle. There. And the H. Yep. And H engineer. Yep. H pattern as well. Yep. Yep. There you go. Filling that gap fill. Who in that? All right. Who in it? I called it. Now, y'all better be in it. After I done broke this down and told y'all where it could possibly fall down to, y'all better be in that shit. Y'all better be in it. Y'all better be profiting right now. Engineer, you better be in it. TT Life, Clutch, G-Range, y'all better be in this play. Y'all better be in it. Because there go that gap fill. As I told you. I told y'all gap fill. Y'all thought I was lying. Right here. Gap fill, baby. Y'all better be profiting. I know y'all better be profiting. Y'all better be banking. Insider, y'all better be banking. I told y'all, look where we at, 606. Where my alert is at? 605, ain't it? Look like it's yanking right down to my alert, ain't it? Y'all better be banking. Y'all best be banking. Y'all better be stacking right now. I know that for sure. Y'all better be stacking. I'm waiting on a reversal for a quick no, Clutch, no. You supposed to, no. Boss, you're on a gap fill right now. You're cracking the trend line. You're no longer on an uptrend. You got to keep that in mind. You got room to fall from that 9 MA, 20 MA down to that 50 SMA, which is lining up around 605. You should have been riding this down, boss. You should be riding this down. Not waiting on a reversal yet. You're feeling that gap fill. You got to keep that in mind, Clutch. Look right here, boss. Look. Right here where I have my line at, 607.50 for the starter, all the way down to 605 to this bottom here where you're feeling this gap. You should be riding that bad, but you should have jumped in.
G-Range says, in it since the hot.
Man, shout out to y'all caught that, though. I called it. Clutch, I gave y'all the keys. I told y'all, I mean, look what my, Clutch, look what my price was at before the major drop, boss. 609.25, entry. 608.50, entry. Hell, 608, entry. 607.50, entry. Look at all these entries. If you would have missed all of this, 611, 610ish, look at all these other extra, look at all these extra entries. Look right here that I put. Look at this. 609.25, 608.50, 608, 607.50. I gave out like about four entry alerts, boss. 4 entry alerts, boss. I gave out about 4 of them bad boys. Now you may be setting up for a possible 2-legged pullback. You're going to get that little bounce back up because you got to keep in mind, you got a lot of resistance back above your head now. Because, again, you got to keep in mind what we lost. 610, 609.25, 608.50, 608 itself, and 607.50. So, we got a lot of resistance, even if you do bounce back up. Because you got to remember, old resistance can turn into new what? Possible support. Old support can turn into possible resistance. Because you got to remember, this old area can be now resistance. Because this was a strong support, can now possibly be a strong resistance. Got to keep that in mind. That's around, 607, 607.50, around these old key areas. This old area here can turn into a nice resistance. And then we can still continue to fill that gap on down to what? 605.50. I mean, 605. Now, you got me saying 605.50. 605. Tariq, man, shout out to you, man. Love you too, boss. Man, shout out to you all your profits, man. Tariq, what my tips, man? Nah, I'm just joking. I'm just joking, man. I'm just clowning. I'm clowning. Nah. I mean, like I said, man, I'm glad to see my team win. That's all that matter, man. I'm glad to see my team win. That's all that matter. I had to mess with it, though. But nah, man, I give out love for free, man. Like I said, I give y'all free content, man, because y'all deserve it. Because I don't need to charge y'all anything, man, because again, I don't know what y'all life consists of. I don't know what you guys go through. You know, that's why the only thing I do charge for, man, is Patreon. And the reason why I charge for Patreon is because I do go, I go above and beyond, because over the weekends when I should be spending time with my family, I do take sacrifices out, to study, to do extra things to, keep you on your toes going into the following week. So you know how to properly set yourself up. Other than that, I'm doing free content on my live stream, man, because I don't want to charge you guys anything, because again, I don't know what you may be going through, man. I don't know if y'all going through some type of situations and whatever. I don't know your life. So my best thing to do, I'm gonna do what God intends for me to do, is take my blessings and share with somebody else. My blessings was my knowledge of the stock market. So all I'm doing is giving y'all free content so y'all can take that blessing and help other people as well. So, man, love you too, though, boss. Love you too, man.
G-Range says, I watch because the content is dope.
Man, G-Range, thank you so much, boss. And like I said, I have fun with you guys, man. That's why I don't charge nothing. I just have fun. I throw out free content. I give y'all guys advice, what to look out for. I told y'all today what price levels, what areas that we could possibly see. I mean, we call this from start to finish. I said we was on a downtrend set. Okay, didn't I not say we was on a possible downtrend setup since early this morning? After we talked about the uptrend, I said, guys, why do I have this line? I don't have this line up here for the fun of it. I said, guys, we could be transitioning from an uptrend setup to a downtrend setup. Didn't I not say that? And look, Tariq, Clutch, G-Range, City Boy, City Boy, what did that market hit to? Right here? Wasn't my trend line not spot on? It ran up to what? To my trend line and dumped on off of my what? Trend line. My downtrend setup that we talked about. It hit my trend line perfectly. Bow. Told you. Man, you can't make this up. Like, I mean, trend line opportunity, hit that trend line rejection, bam, dumped on off. That would have been a perfect entry for you guys. The only reason why I jumped in, like I said, I was trying to set up for a swing trade to see on what we was going to do today. So I'm still looking in for a possible swing trade to see where I want to go going into Monday, because I want to hold it. I want to definitely hold mine. But I was trying to debate what I wanted to trade with, because I was still looking at SMCI. Oh, now you want to dump. Oh, you little son of a. Now you back on these $60. So, matter of fact, let me look at SMCI setup to see can that be a possible hold going into next week. Let me see something, because how far can we fall on that bad boy? Because that could be a setup going into next week. I'm just going to be honest with you. So that could be a setup. So, let me see. How far can we fall on SMCI going into next week? Like, where are some good areas? Let me see. Where's some good pullback area? Ooh, down to 55. So where I need to go back up to though? Cause I want some. Ooh, I might be swing trading. I might be swing trading. I'm just letting y'all know. I might be swing trading. I might be going on a swing trade. Let's see though. I know the ones today is a little bit cheaper. I know that. Let me see something. Wait, why is my SMCI? Why is it showing only one? Wait, something is off. Hold up. Now I'm trying to get my contracts. I'm trying to see something. Let me go back to it. SMCI, cause something wasn't right about it. It's only one? Am I tripping? Oh, pfft. I know what I did. My fault. My fault. I know what I did. Don't judge me. I know what I did. I had to fix that. I had to correct my mess up. All right. I was about to say, why the hell I only see one contract? I'm like, what the hell is going on here? All right, here we go. All right, there we go. Now we talking. So how low or how far can we? Ooh.
Insider C137 says, I started to join and watch because trading alone as UX I like to bounce ideas and that's what this feels like. Good luck, JT Money.
Man, thank you so much, Insider, man. Thank all of y'all, man. And thank y'all for being my backbone, man. You, Clutch, Tariq, all of you guys, man. G-Range, man. Shout out to all of y'all, man. Because I thank y'all for being my support, my backbone. City Boy, shout out to you too, boss. Like I said, man, all of y'all. Hustle and Flow. Because like I said, y'all are the ones who make me who I am. I exist because of you guys. So it's no JTraedz without y'all. So thank you. In other words, thank y'all for everything. Appreciate y'all, man. Trying to get these contracts real quick. I'm trying to see some. What I got left on this? Cause I don't want to go too low. I'm trying to. Let me see something. Let me check out this contract. Cause I got it dated for the 28th. I got it dated for the 28th. So damn, what was the lows on this bad boy? I could have been holding that one too. Let me see if we get some more pullbacks though. I'm gonna need it to bounce back up toward the upside though. Look like SPY struggling at 607. That would be possibly probably around 607, 606.50. Let me see. Let me put a line at 606.50. Cause you know every 50-cent increment, it always has some little kind of activity around it. Yep, that's what it is. 606.50. That's why. So 606.50 down to what? Ooh, that thing go all the way down. I'm telling y'all right now. If this thing go all the way down to 605, knowing that I didn't call that from the tops, I'm done with the stream today. I'm done. I didn't call that from tops to bottoms. I didn't call the gap fill on down. I didn't call that all the way down to my line. I'm done for the day. I quit. I quit. Boss, you was my witness, Insider. I called it all. I broke down everything from 925, 609.25 to 608.50 before the gap fill even began, which was at 607.50. Right here, I said, guys, we cracked that. You got room to fall all the way down, and then I got the proof. Look where my alert is at, 605. I called it down all the way from tops to bottoms. We hit 605. I'm done. Y'all should be up. Y'all should be up.
Peace out, JT. Got class in a bit. He'll tune in when I get the chance, ma boy.
Man, City Boy, thanks so much, man. And man, I know, boss. Look at that. Look where we're going. Look, it's filling the gap on the downside. Look at this. Clutch, that's why I told you, boss. Write it down. It's filling that gap. It's filling that gap. Fill down.
Insider C137 says, that was the trade I was looking for in the morning. You boosted my confidence on that to take larger size. LOL.
Man, tell me you got it. Insider, tell me you got it, boss. Tell me you killed it. We called it. We all called it together. Tell me y'all killed it. Please tell me, man, my puts killed it today. Please. Please tell me y'all got it, man. Clutch, please.
Insider
Boss.
C137
I called it. I gave y'all much confidence as possible. I broke every price, every level down to a science, down close to that 605. Y'all, my push should be killing it.
about to sell these last two.
Yes, okay. For right now, Insider, okay, what we want to see from here. Okay, we want to crack 606. down to 605.50. From that 605.50 level, we want to see that move back down towards that 605. Because around every 50-cent level, you're gonna get some type of activity. You'll get some type of activity around every 50-cent level. So as of now, you want those sellers to stay underneath 606.50, but to pull back down to 606. From that 606 level, we want to go down to 606.50. From that point, you're only 50 cents down from that 605 level. So that's what you want to see. So that's the area that we're in right now. So that's why you're getting a little bit of a bounce. But look at this massive engulfing candle, this bearish move. That's bullish. I'm not telling you, I wouldn't be trying to catch a falling knife. Hell no. I don't give a damn if it bounces up. I'm not catching no damn falling knife. That may be setting up for a bigger pullback. I mean, you could go for scalps, but don't hold that for long. Man, that's bearish. I mean, if y'all want to go for quick scalps, do so. But I wouldn't be holding that for long, man. It's like a falling knife right now. They may be setting up for more bull traps than bear traps. They may be waiting for more buyers to step back up so they can clobber the shit out of them on the way down. So I was like, you know, that may be bull traps versus bear traps. So I'll be careful. Be very careful on that. Because they may be setting up for another bull trap opportunity to trap even more bulls and yank them right back down. So just be careful. Just be careful. I told y'all Fridays was going to be crazy. I told y'all them Fridays was going to be crazy. That's why I say Fridays, I look for swing trades. You know, to avoid, you know. I mean, this was still a good trading opportunity. I mean, I wouldn't expect it to dump that fast, but sure enough did jump. I was like, God dang. I knew it was going to fall, but I wasn't expecting that big of a drop. I was, man. It took me by surprise. I was like, God. And I know I got a lot of lines. I will have, y'all have my word. I will clear all this out this week so we can have a fresher chart going into next week. So right now we know for sure we have downtrend setups. So let me do this. So right now you testing 606.50. Watch that level. So it may be setting up for another bear flag pattern. Keep that on watch. But I mean, right now, shout out to my where is the new entry low board? You going what, put wise? You talking about put or call? You talking about put? Right now, you may have a little bit of resistance around that 606.50. You might have a little bit of resistance around there where they may try to pull back underneath it down to 606. So keep that on watch. But if you do push above it, you got 607 right above your head, which is 50 cents on top, because that old support can turn into new resistance. So that old bouncing area can turn into right into a resistant area. So right now, the main focus right now is 606.50. So for puts, we want to see, can we stay underneath that price point back down to 606. So that's going to be the main thing. Can we stay underneath 606.50 back down to 606? Or we can continue that pullback. So just keep it on watch. Because, then on top of that, y'all got to expect a little bounce back up, man. Because it's been red. I mean, it's the first green candle out of, shit, since what time? Almost 11 o'clock? That's been red. That's the first green candle. So you was going to expect a bounce back up sooner or later. You know that was going to happen. You was going to get that bounce back up towards the upside. That's going to happen. Because it was just a complete sell-off. It was definitely a complete sell-off with no green candles involved. Straight just red. No green candles in sight. That's the first one. And who's to say that one gonna last? So what time it is? So you still got about 11 minutes? Because, even though we spiking back up, like I said, right now, you all moving up. Let's see if it's going to close. Because, it could be a setup. Like I told y'all, that could be a possible bull trap again. When you spike up and those bears coming right back in the cloud with the shit out of them. So, right now, let's see. Because right now, you got an upper shadow right above what? 606.50. So, that means the sellers are sitting right at 606.50. So, as I was stating to my put, stay underneath 606.50, next key level. Because it may be trying to make a H pattern right here. Right underneath that 606.50 level, where that next candle is going to go right into resistance until you start to get that pullback down, because that candle was showing weakness. So you haven't broken back above 606.50 yet. So if you close underneath it, that's not going to help the next candle. That's going to be that's going to hurt the next candle. So what time it is right now? 10 minutes. So right now we are underneath it. So let's say we close underneath. So that's the main focus, close underneath it. Main focus is to close underneath it for my puts. Close underneath that bad boy. Close underneath. As long as you close underneath, once that next candle comes in, it's going to be welcomed right into resistance. So that's going to create somewhat of almost like a little H pattern. Almost something like this where we see kind of like this setup. You know, after a nice little pullback, you get a little bounce, and then you go inside some type of resistant-like area where you start to kind of curl back down. So, again, the main thing right now, as of now, stay underneath 606.50. As of now. I mean, could you pop back up? You could. But right now, look where we at, 606.50. See that? See? See the little pattern setting up? Getting that little arc, getting that little H pattern, possibly setting up for a two-legged pullback to come, back down to even lower prices. So keep it on watch. Keep it on watch. Because a lot of those bulls trying to catch them falling knives. Trying to catch those falling knives going right into a bull trap. So just be careful. So that's what I'm just saying. Be careful. Don't try to catch a falling knife. You know, go with the momentum. Don't go against it. Gotta go with the flow. Don't go. Do not jump in front of a moving train. Do not do that shit. I'm telling you, don't do it. Because, I mean, common sense stuff is telling you guys, even based off the charts. Look right here. Look across the board. Where did your buyers come in more aggressive? Around 604, 605. You can clearly see this right here where bulls came in aggressive. So those sellers can just pull back down towards the demand zone, which is going to be around 605. Psychologically, you can see what buyers step back in. Look back here. Where they step that back in aggressive. So let the sell-off happen. Let it sell off. Let it happen. Let it happen. Let it go. Wait for them to get back around a strong demand zone. Because right now you're in a supply zone. Now you need to head towards the demand zone if you want to definitely go back up, go towards the long side. Go towards the areas where you know buyers going to step in at. So right now, I mean, like I said, look like around, that's where they came in aggressive around 604, 605. Then we went on that continuation run. So just keep that on watch, because right now 606.50 is still holding up as resistance, because as you can see, the candle cannot close above it just yet, and we got about 8 minutes. So right now, for puts, stay underneath it. Stay underneath it. Stay underneath it. We want to see that candle close. So right now, it's testing it, because buyers are trying to get on top of it. Sellers are trying to stay underneath it. So keep it on watch, 606.50. Keep it on watch, keep it on watch. You want to stay underneath it, because that's going to help the next candle get rejected back down. And think about it. Normally when you see like something like this, it's like you get like a few green candles and then it go back to the normal color. Like even on an uptrend, like it'd be green, and then it'd be like a few little red candles, then it go back green. Vice versa. That's just like on a downtrend, it'd be red, with a few little green candles, then it go back red. Where you have a small window of opportunity for, buyers, and then it go right back red again. So I mean, it's just vice versa. Matter of fact, let's do this. How much room do we have on the puts? Let's see. Let's take a duplicate copy of this bad boy and see where we're going to hit some major areas at. Oh, how low can we go? So let's flip this bad boy upside down from a put standpoint, and let's see on how far can those puts go. Let's see. How much room do we still have left on puts? That's calls. This is puts. So let's see where the big boss is at. Where's going to be that level where those bulls going to come in aggressive and bounce you right back up towards the upside? Where's no, let's see. Let's go over a little bit. Let's see. Okay, where was the bounces at? Let me see if I can look at it upside down. What was the bounces like where those bulls came in aggressive? Like aggressive. Because they bounced around, was this 599? My old area we talked about. 601.50 was another aggressive area where buyers stepped in. Down to the 604.36 level. Let me see how powerful that 604.36 is. Okay, so 604.36, buyers did step in, buyers did step in around 604.36. So it kind of played like a little pivotal role. Huh. And if it, wait a minute, hold up. Let me see something. Hold up. I think I figured something out. Hold up. I think we're in a big ass channel. Wait. Hold up. That may be a big pivot. Hold up. That may be a big pivot. So we may yank up. So in other words, we may fall as low as 604.36 because look how much room you got to go back to that old pivot. You see that? It's like you leave from it, you return to it. Look at that. 604.36, 604.36, 604.36. See how you keep returning to it in some type of way? So, in other words, could we actually fall around to that 604.36 range to this old pivot? So that means could we fall back down to right where my line is at? So could I move my entry? Well, I'm gonna set up another alert. So could we actually fall back down to that 604.36? Cause that's look like a big ass pivot. That look like a huge pivot point. I just noticed that on my upside down chart. I noticed it. Cause look, this is the push chart, right? And if y'all notice, engineer, clutch, low bar, insider. What price point we kept? What price point did we kept hovering around or kept messing around? You know, like leaving and coming back to. Y'all notice that? Look, 604.36, 604.36, 604.36, 604.36. You leave from it, 9 times out of 10, we could possibly do what? So we may still have a little bit more room to fall. In other words, that means that your push will go up. So that means you got room to still push towards that 604 level. Cause so right here's your pivot. Like I mean, you kept again. Every time you leave from that price point, you return to it. 604.36, 604.36, 604.36. See, you leave from it. 9 times out of 10, you're gonna do what? Return to it. You left from here, from that area here, you return to it. Go back a little bit. You left from it, return to it. 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 Now let's go back this way, now in the present. You leave from it, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna return to it. So we may see 604.36 to 604. Because, I mean, if you look at it from a put standpoint, this looks like one big ass U-shaped pattern. So, I mean, that'll be the area that you're going to hit going that way. And that would be around 604.36. Because the main area is around that 601.54. Because you can see where that bounce happened right here with those buyers was right here. They bounced at 601.54. And then you went on that move on up towards the upside. Because you got to remember, guys, I'm looking at the chart upside down. So you got to keep in mind that we bounced at 601. Well, first we bounced around that. Remember that was the levels I called out before, which is around that 597.76 to that 599.35 level. Then once those buyers bounced, the second bounce was around 601.34. Boom. Then we came back a little lower. We held right above that 604.36 and went on that nice move. So it looked like we could return back to this old pivot point. Now, if we would have still cracked, you got room to fall right back down to that 601.50 level, where you will almost complete that U-shaped pattern on the put side this way. So yeah, it looked like you got room to still go this way towards that 604-ish level. In 2 minutes, guys, you still underneath 606. So let's do this. Let's do this. Yeah, you still got room to go to this bad boy, 604.36. So in other words, you still got room to possibly still drop down. You still got room to still possibly drop down. So let's do this. So let's move the channel. Let's move this channel real quick. So let's move 608 to 604. And let's move 610 to 606. 606. And then let's take take this area to 608. So let's kind of maneuver that real quick for our old channel that we were in before the push. 608 channel. Bow. So that'll keep us here. So we done fell back into this old channel. So let's see on how accurate that is. All right. Yep. So 604. Yep. Look at this old area. Look right here. Engineer, look, y'all. Look. Based off the past. Look, let me go back a little bit. I'm gonna take all these lines off too. Like I said, I'm gonna work on updating that shit. But yeah, let me take all these lines off because I don't want to come on confused. Look at that, boss. Look. That was in February 13th. We reclaimed 604. Guys, clutch, low bar, engineer, G range. Where did the body of that candle, like where did those bulls came in at? After we broke above 604 and we had this little bull flag pattern set up, that two-legged pull-up, where did the body of the candles sit on top of? What did it sit on top of? Look at that. 604.36. So let's see. Go back this way. Oh, where I'm at. Did I miss it? All right, so I'm keeping it on watch. Let's see. What are we looking like on SMCI? So I'm keeping it on watch. Let's see. So we got that 606 bounce. Because I want to see if we're going to set up for that, like that H pattern. I want to see if we're going to set up for somewhat of that H pattern. Because we're not too far from the levels I called out. We like right there. We literally right there. What was that? What did it bounce? 606, 605, 50? Let me see. I didn't hit it. I mean, it didn't touch it yet. I mean, came close to it, but we didn't touch 605.50. We ain't touched that bad boy. It could be setting up for a possible like H pattern, cause it's gonna hit some. It's gonna hit some strong resistance somewhere. Cause right here we bounced around what 607.50. That was the old bouncing area. So I'm keeping this on watch. Let me see where we're gonna go. We're gonna see what we're gonna do. Cause I want to focus on this little channel setup that we got in front of us right now. I took J 1618 plus almost 4. Man, Tariq, shout out to you, boss. Shout out to you. Cause look like we got room to still fall down to these levels. Cause I mean, again, we go back towards February. It looked like we bounced right around that key level. Look at that, 604.36. What was that? What day was that? 21st. Let's go back a little bit. Let's go back a little bit. Where did we get rejected at? 604.36. Let's go back a little bit. Where did we bounce? 604.36. Let's go back a little bit. Where did we bounce? 604.36. Pre-market. 604.36. Go back, go back, go back, go back. Any other areas? Any other areas? What was this? All right, the 4th. I think that was the high. Oh, let me go back right here. I think we had a little bit more too. Yep. 505. Boom. All right, let's go back into the present. Let me see where we at right now. All right, let me take a look. Oops. Where's it at? 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 Oh, here we go today. Was I lying? Was I lying? Did I not do my research? Let's see. Let me keep it on watch. Let's see. I'm gonna see if I'm telling you, I'm dead ass. After I call this out, it hit my targets. I'm telling you, I'm done for the day. I'm chunking the deuces.
Insider C137 says, one contract left and I locked in 604.50 for you, LO.
Man, shout out to you, Insider. Shout out to you, boss. I'm telling you, it hit those targets. I'm done for the day. I'm done for the day. I just want to see if we're going to hit them. I want to see. I'm keeping on watch. I still think that we can still hit it. You know, before we do get that nice bounce back up towards the upside. I think we got a little bit more room to still pull. I think so. I'm going to see if we're going to get it. I'm going to see if we're going to get it. What you call it doing? Verizon. Verizon went back up. I'm still got that on don't lock. Right?
Insider C137 says, same, that's why I left the runner.
Yeah, so I'm keeping this on watch, boss. We'll see where we go. Because I'm still keeping this on watch because now we're back in this old channel. So we're no longer in 608, 610, 612. Now we're back in the bottom channel of 608, 606, 604. So now we're definitely on a downtrend setup. So we're definitely on this downtrend setup at this moment. So I still think you got room to still come back this way. Because to me, being bias psychologically moved in around those areas. I mean, those areas did hold really well. So, you know, a good strong demand zone. So I think we got a little bit of room to still pull in that area in a sense. So I'm still watching SMCI. Still watching that bad boy. Because I'm trying to figure out, matter of fact, because I'm trying to do all my homework, my research. Because I want to look for some good swinging opportunities. So I want to watch everything I possibly can. I don't give a damn if it's SPY, Tesla, whatever that can give me something. I'm trying to watch for everything in sight. SMCI, ooh. And Verizon too, ooh. And let me see. Man, T, you too, boss, man. You have a blessed one, man. And I'm going to get with you this weekend. I got you. Let me see. But which one do I want to really? Jay, are you still bearish on SPY, or do you think you flip bulls? I'm still bullish. I mean, I'm bullish. I'm still bearish. I'm still bearish because, I mean, we didn't fail back in this channel. Because now 608 is going to be back resistance. Because now you're back below that. And then you got to think about it. We still underneath all those key areas. The main key areas that we need to stay on top of. So let's also take a look. I'm going to still be bullish. I mean, bearish. I'm going to still be bearish at the moment. Until we get back above 608.50, 609.25. Because you got to remember, boss, that we looked at on that 180 chart. That shit was a strong resistance. You got to remember that. When you had that big engulfing red candle, that was at 609.25. We nowhere near that. So that means that the bears already came in, conquered that. 608, bears already came in, conquered that. And then you still got that gap fill on down. So I still think bearish. I'm still thinking bearish. I'm just me personally. I mean, and I get it, engineer, but I mean, again, I'm just speaking for myself, not you, Queen. Love you to death. I'm just talking about the charts. So I'm talking about me. I don't care about a MACD. I mean, I'm just saying I go off of chart setups. That's just how I am. And because I mean, it's just too many indicators. That's why I just go off of prices and you know, off of my just normal indicators, and I just go off of chart patterns. I still think that we still got some downside to still go, because the reason why we're hitting, you gotta remember, this is the mid area, so you're gonna have a little bit of complications. I mean, a little bit of interaction, because you gotta remember that's your mid area. You already know, because that mid area can act as support and resistance, where you're gonna get them to play around that area over and over and over again. Because we already seen this over and over and over again. Every time we hit a mid area, it's always back and forth, where buyers are trying to hold at one point and sellers are trying to hold. I'm still bullish. I'm bearish. I'm still bearish. I mean, because all your indicators are still facing down. Your 9 MA is still weak. Your 20 MA is still weak. Your 50 is still weak. You're underneath the VWAP. You're underneath the major key area. I'm still bearish.
I had to turn off my RSI because it shows oversold but keeps selling.
Yeah. See what I mean? I mean, I'm just going off of setups. Now, could it go sideways? I mean, we could. We could go sideways, but I still think it's bearish. It's just me. I'm just going to be honest. Now, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I admit I'm wrong, but I still think it's bearish. Because if we haven't fully filled that gap down yet, you still got room. Because right now, you're just in a consolidated mode after a big move. And you already know how that go, guys. Every time we make a big move, what comes right after that? Consolidation. Whether it's a pop or a drop, you're going to the consolidated mode for the next move on down. This could be consolidating to go to set itself up for the next leg down. You know, it's a possibility. Because think about it. Majority of the market right now, or majority of the play, has been in red. It has been straight sellers. Sellers. Well, sellers with what? One freaking green candle. Think about it, guys. Tariq, engineer, think about it. Majority of this time been straight red with one green candle. One green candle. Now, if it flips, now let's say for instance it does flip, buyers going to have to come in strong, because they're going to have to get back above certain key levels in order to close off strong. Because, again, you fell underneath the open. You fell underneath 610. You fell underneath 609.25. You fell underneath 608.50. You fell underneath 607.50. Underneath these main key areas we needed to stay on top of to, you know, hold the upside. So, I mean, today just could be a cool-off session where you are cooling down, setting yourself up for next week. Matter of fact, let's see on why it may be cooling down. Do we have anything important next week, like as far as economic data, on why it could be pulling back for a reason? So let's check the economic calendars for next week. Is there any reason why it's pulling back at this moment? Could it be setting itself up for another opportunity for next week, where we could see bigger things based off of economic calendars? Anything major? We got durable goods, we got GDP, we got PCE data that's going to be next Friday. So, I mean, we got those bad boys coming out. Tuesday, consumer confidence. Monday, nothing scheduled. But that's the only thing we're going to have for next week. New home sales, durable goods, GDP data, pending home sales, PCE data, and existing home sales, consumer sentiments, and we know how important that's going to be. So, it may be cooling off. It may be cooling off, setting itself up for next week. I mean, it may just be a cool off, you know, buyers may be selling out of their position, setting up for lower prices, you know, movements to go back up towards the upside. You know, just maybe a cool off session. And as we seen on the 180 chart, that let me go back to it real quick. Oh man, I'm trying to I didn't catch my entry. How low did it go? We went as low as 55? Excuse me. God dang it. I was trying to set it up. I don't think it took it. Oh, we putting it back some? Oh, yeah, we are putting it back. All right, cool. All right, anyway. Yeah, so, let me go to, I was watching SMCI. I was watching that too. Let me go to SPY real quick. Where's my spot chart? Spot chart. Come on, SPY. Let me just use the original. It's thinking on my nerves. I'm gonna just keep my SMCI on watch. I'm keeping this bad boy on watch. Got plans for him. So let's see. Alright. So right now, even SMCI look like it's sitting up a little bit of a little, I was trying to go with some shares, but it didn't grab none of my damn shares. On my SMCI. I was trying to set up for it earlier. We'll see though. Anyway, so let me go to SPY real quick. Let me go to SPY and break it down again. Let me go to SPY. Alright. Alright, so look. We still got room. Where's that gap fill? So you see how we still got room to fill on the downside? And you see this old area where those bears came in aggressive, which was around that 605 level, which those buyers can utilize that around this area here. But keep that on watch. As long as they can hold this floor, we could go back up towards the upside. So that's why I'm just watching, keeping this on watch to see what we do. You still got room to still fall back down a little bit. Still got room. You didn't crack that trend line. So I'm still bearish on it. I'm just gonna be honest. I'm still bearish until buyers can step up and change my mind otherwise. Other than that, I see a cracked trend line. I see that we underneath certain important prices that we need to stay on top of, which is 607.50 because that was that gap fill, the top of that gap fill. 608.50, which was one of your past resistant areas. 609.25, which was your recent resistant area, back up to 612. So we done lost all of that, which now all of those areas have turned into resistance, which that means that you may have sellers that may be sitting and piling up in those levels because the buyers lost it. So buyers gonna have to go back into a more stronger demand zone where more buyers are sitting there versus sellers. So I'm thinking that in other words, we could see a little bit more of a pullback down. So I'm just keeping on watch to see. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I just still think that we still have a little bit more room towards the downside. I just think so. Not like, and I'm not saying it's gonna fall off the face of the map. No. I'm saying like at least around these areas is what I'm saying. But I'm gonna keep it on watch. Like I said, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But again, in order for us to, in order for those buyers to change my mind, we're gonna definitely have to break back above those key levels. Definitely got to break back above all these key levels, because those levels gonna be very important. That's why I'm saying that. Those levels gonna be very, very important. In order to see more upside. Because other than that, those floors are a ceiling now. Though they're no longer support, they are resistance. 607.50 resistance, 608 natural resistance, 608.50 old resistance, 609.25 recent resistance. Then back up to your natural 610. So those buyers gonna have to conquer a lot of areas to get us back up towards the upside. They're gonna have to, in other words, engineer Tariq, they're gonna have to push very strong. They're gonna have to have a very bullish push. Now, can they do it? I'm not gonna deny they can't, but they're gonna have to prove it. I'm not saying it's not an opportunity, but we can say it all we want to, like engineer, but the buyers have to show us. The buyers have to prove it to us. They have to give us that confirmation. They have to give us that confirmation because there's a lot of challenges that's right in front of them. Because they're gonna have to reconquer all of these price points. So that means that those buyers gonna have to come in aggressive.
107.25. What you think?
Stop loss on daily 25. Yeah, you could do it if you wanna. Let me see. Like I said, if you wanna take, cause this is the old bouncing area here, boss. This was the old level here, up towards 25, almost around 607.50. So it's up to you, boss. If you wanna just take the rest of it at 607.50, you can. Cause to me, all this is like a extension on the downside. That's almost like when you spike up and you get overextended and you hit a level that you can't break out due to the fact that you don't have that 9 MA to help you. 9 times out of 10, what normally happens, you pull back down to your 9 MA. It's the same exact thing, but except for a drop. That's just like if you look at this in reverse. You put the chart upside down. That's what? That's an extension. That means it's spiked. And you're hitting a certain area that it can't do by itself. So it needs to come back to the 9 MA to help with it, to help with that push. So to me, that's all it's doing. It's just pulling back up towards an overextension on the downside. But to me, I just think it's going to make some type of a H pattern. I think so. Because your 9 MA is all the way right here. All they're doing is it's like an overextension. It's just returning back to that 9 MA. So I think so. Like I said, engineer, he just has to prove to me that, buyers going to step back in, especially after this flush. And then it being a Friday, the last trade day of the week. So we'll see. We'll see. Like I said, I'm not going to doubt buyers. They just have to prove it to me. I'm not going to doubt it. I mean, it could be one big-ass H pattern that could form. Because you got to think about it. Old support could turn into possible new resistance. You got to think about it. Old support, which is a strong support, you can see the movement on that, could turn into strong resistance. Because that floor is now a ceiling. You're underneath it. See? Right where that bounce happened at? So keep that on watch. We'll see. We'll see. Because like I said, all it was an overextension on the downside. Like I said, if you were to take this chart and flip it upside down, all that will be is an overextension. And it's going to return back to the 9 MA like we normally do on the breakout. So kind of like this. Let me go back to it. Now let me flip the chart upside down and it go over what I mean. So if we flip it upside down and look at it from the green candle standpoint, what would that be? An overextension, right? For a breakout. Because you normally know what happens. You get an overextension off of that 9 MA. What happens 9 times out of 10? You return back to that 9 MA, right? You return back to that 9 MA as that 9 MA slowly slither its way on up towards an area to help the market push. That's all it's doing. It's just an overextension off the 9 MA. It just needs to return back to it because you know the 9 MA is like a magnet. You can clearly see it right here. You leave from it, you return to it. You leave from it, you return to it. Go back a little bit. Go back a little bit. You leave from it, you return to it. You leave from it, you return to it. So once you get overextended in a certain area that it can't break out, it returns to the 9 MA to help it. See that? Get it overextended, return right back to the 9 MA. That's all it's doing. It's returning back to it. Because it's going to need its help. Because to me, if you look at it from a put standpoint, that shit still looks bullish. If you look at it upside down, you see green candles. That shit look like a bull flag on this and look like a bear flag on that one. You can clearly see that setup. You can clearly see that setup. All it did was just get overextended. It just needs to return back to the 9 MA for that possible slow mover back on down. Which if this make an H pattern, this can be making an upside down H pattern. So if you think about it. So we look at it from both standpoints. Like I said, I'm going to keep it on watch. But I'm going to see what it's going to do. So let's see what I can do. So, oops, I meant to go to, yeah. So if this one can make an upside down, possible upside down H pattern, this one can make an actual H pattern. Now y'all get where I'm coming from? So I'm just keeping on watch. But Insider, if you want to take it at 605, I'm sorry, at 607.50, 607.25 to 607.50, it's up to you, boss. Well, you can just take that. I mean, it's up to you. But to me, I think it just returned due to an overextension. To me, it just getting overextended. It just returning back to that 9 MA. Kind of like, okay, from a put standpoint, all you're doing is returning back to the VWAP for a possible VWAP bounce. This one is returning back to the VWAP for a possible VWAP rejection because it's in reverse. So if you think about it, all you did was get overextended off the VWAP. All you're doing is returning back to the VWAP for a possible VWAP bounce for a higher low build back up towards the upside on put side. So all you have to do is look at the SPY in reverse. That's it. So I'm keeping on watch. Keeping it on watch. Where's my SMCI chart too? I was looking at that. But like I said, I haven't traded today though, because I'm still trying to look for some good opportunities where I can go for swing trades. Good opportunities for swing trades. So I'm just keeping this on watch. Oh shoot, where's my? Oh damn, did I delete my my 180 chart for my SMCI? I was keeping that on watch for real quick. Oh, there we go. I was watching that in Verizon because I just want to see how would be a good setup going into next week. What would be a good opportunity? Which one would be best? That's what I'm watching. Because them bad boys are both overextended. So I'm just trying to watch them charts here and here. We are starting to pull back though. We're definitely pulling back. Let me see if it's going. I'm just testing it real quick. I want to see something. Just gonna grab it. It's like this, and it's pulling back too. It's like it's looking nice. I got a put opportunity, but it's like the contract's okay. But look like that bad boy want to tumble. Definitely look like it want to tumble over. Man, I was trying to get these best entries as possible, man. It's like the spreads is kind of like a little. What was that? HIMS guys, HIMS is above 55. Remember we talked about that 55. You want to hold above 55 on HIMS for that possible pushback up to 60. Keep that on watch. Keep that on watch.
137 says, I see what your link might add at WAP instead.
Yeah. So I'm looking for the possible, like I said, because all it's doing, like I said, if you look at the chart upside down, all it is an overextension is returning back to the 9MA. I mean, to me, that's how I look at it. So, I mean, like I said, but could buyers step back in and push? But, yeah, I mean, they could. They could step back in. But it's still a lot of resistance that they're going to have to get back above, though. There's a lot of resistance they're going to have to conquer. So let's see. Let's see what these buyers do. You know, these buyers and sellers going to do at these key levels. Let's see. Let's see. Because you got to remember, you're back in this channel.
Insider
And you got to remember.
37 says, greed used to be my biggest problem, that's why I ask.
Yeah. So right now, okay, we back in this old channel, guys. You got to remember, we no longer in 608, 610, 612. We back in this lower channel now. 608, 606, 604. Now you got to keep in mind that now 608 is back resistance. You're no longer on top of it. We're back underneath it. So now we're back in this old channel. So you got to keep in mind that 606 is that pivot point. So all we are is in this upper portion of this channel. Because you got to remember, we lost the channel. Because we were 606, I'm sorry, 608, 612, 610, 612 at one point. That was that reaching channel. But after this pullback, we had to bring down our channel. So that means that now 608 is resistance, not support. Because you got to keep that in mind. That is support. That is resistance now. No longer support. Man, these contracts, like, they suck. It's like I can't. It's like I was trying to. Oh, hold up. I'm on the wrong. Man, I was trying to get these good entries, man, for SMCI for next week. But god dang, man, it's like I can't. It's like they won't grab my entries. Because I want to. Let me see. Hold up. I was trying to. That's the 28, right? Because I didn't want to go too. I want to stay like close in the money as possible. But man, them damn things expensive. I got a good contract. I need this one to pull back a little bit because I wouldn't. Let me see. What this one's at for 40? I'm gonna keep that on watch just in case. Oh yeah, this one got way. Oh yeah, this got way better. Oh yeah, better volume. I like this one way better. I just need it. Ah, damn. I wish it would have pulled back that one time. Shit. I like that one. I'm gonna say this one in my. I'm gonna say this one in my puts watch list. I like this one way better. I like that one. If we could just get a pullback to some low areas, man. I want to see. So I'm still watching SMCI like a hawk. I'm still watching that bad boy like a hawk. So right now it's 11 o'clock, guys. You already know your boy gonna be bouncing out. Yep. Yeah, and that's what I do too, boss. I'll take my greed. My greed and emotions out of trading. Bump that crap. That shit don't pay the bills. But yeah, guys, I will be bouncing out around 12:30. So y'all already know I leave half a day. If y'all have any questions, comments, or concerns, do feel free to reach out to me. I'm still keeping everything on watch. I was waiting to see if I was gonna get some lower pullbacks on this because I like this SMCI. I don't know why I always do that. SMCI setup, this chart. I was trying to figure out these lows, these 70. I'm trying to get myself situated to see can I set myself up for a possible. But I would need to go back up though, because I needed to pull back a little bit lower for me. Because I like this contract. It's healthy. I like it. I like it. So let me see something real quick. Let me see. Because I'm trying to look for some good swing trade opportunities going into next week. So that's why I'm just kind of waiting it out. I'm kind of trying to wait on some good setups. Let me see. Move money. I think I got everything out of that other account, out of that margin. Cause I want to put everything to that cash account as much as possible. Oh yeah, I can take them. Oh, I can add a little bit. All right, cool. I can add the rest of that bad boy. Yeah. All right, so that'll put me. I'm gonna make sure I put it in the right account. I don't put it in the wrong one like I did last time, because I still got $30 something lost in that one. Because I didn't let my ex know I was using that I still had one open in her name. That ain't the point. But oh, just pull it back though. Oh, they kiss my orders. SMCI boss for dated for the 28. Dated for the 28 with a strike price of 40. And it's already pulling back. It didn't go out onto the lows I wanted. Because it had some good volume to it. If you look at it yourself, it has good volume. It definitely has good volume to it. Because I wanted to stay in that area, but it didn't pull back down low enough to the area I wanted. Shit. Because I think the area did pull back down too was it was like early this morning. Watch. Y'all think let me see. I'm gonna keep it on watch to see if let me see. Was I right about my theory for some more possible downside, or was I incorrect? I'm gonna wait. Insider, I'm gonna wait. Tariq, I'm gonna wait. Engineer, I'm gonna wait to see if I was wrong. Let me see if I'm right or wrong. Let's see. I said that we're gonna build some type of H pattern. I did say around 607.50. I do have my line 607.50. To see if we're gonna start to get that H pattern build. I'm gonna see. So far, it looked like it. We gonna see. To see if we're gonna start getting that arc. Damn, man, I could have been in on SMCI, but damn, I like that. I like this contract. It's healthy, cause I don't want to move up too much higher. I don't want to mess it up. God dang, man. Which one was that one? I don't want to move up any higher though, man, cause I like the volume is on that one. Is nice to say for the 28. I like that one. Let me try this one. Move up a little bit, cause I want to get in. I don't want to go too far up. Like, I want to be smart about it. What were the lows on this one? Oh shit, it's like, damn, all the ones I missed, cause these were good opportunities. Damn, man, they all moving up too. Come on, SMCI, get a bounce back up, man. Give me a green candle back up real quick. I want them bad boys to pull back up, cause I want to catch some good ones. Let me see. Let me try this. I'm going through them all. I'm just shopping. I'm window shopping. Use a window shopper. All I'm doing is just shopping right now. I'm just looking at these different setups. All these different I like that other one better, man. I like that one better. I'm just window shopping. That's all I'm doing. I'm window shopping. Don't you judge me. So what these lows is at? 70? So right now, I mean, look like it's. And I know it's like I said, I know it's still early. I know it's still early to go for a swing. That's why I'm just I gotta wait. And I know that's the only thing that's a pain in my ass is like waiting, because you never know if it's gonna flip on you, and you just have to wait. So I'm gonna give it some time. What about Verizon? Is Verizon still going up? So Verizon is still trying to grind its way up towards that 43. That's another opportunity I'm looking at, because them bad boy. Now I'm gonna tell y'all why I'm looking at SMCI and I'm looking at Verizon. I'm gonna tell you why. Both of them bad boys are oversold. So I'm just seeing which one would be the good option for me. So right here, I'm looking at, let me go back to Verizon. You can clearly see Verizon, VZ. Oops, my bad. Go back a little bit. I'm gonna do that. VZ, Verizon. There we go. You can clearly see Verizon is oversold with resistance around 43.50 to 44. So we're definitely hitting resistance in that level. So that's oversold. And then you got SMCI is oversold as well, which we are hitting some resistance. You can see that right now at 78. We're definitely oversold on that one. So that's why I'm just watching these bad boys like a freaking Hulk, setting myself up for the kill. So that's all I'm doing. I need that to push so I can get these damn things to move back down so I can get some good possible areas. So I need some more green candles real quick. Man, I wish I would have caught these spikes like above that 60 in time. I couldn't catch it. So I'm gonna wait for another setup, another possible setup. Ooh, was I right? Don't you doubt me, Tariq. Look. Don't you doubt me. You see what it's doing, right? Tariq, don't you doubt me, baby. Look what it's doing. I see an H. I see an H. I see an H. Let's see. Let's see. We'll see.
Hustle and flow.
Let's see.
Success.
We'll see.
H.
Hell no, I ain't buying no I'm buying a put. I thought you was asking I was buying a call. Hell no, I'm buying a call, buying a put. Engineer, go to stockcharts.com and type in SMCI and you'll see where the RSI is at. That bad boy is oversold, Queen. He's oversold. That and Verizon. Verizon's oversold too. I think the resistant areas for Verizon is going to be around 43.50. So I'm just letting this do its thing. And right here for SMCI, it's going to be around 62 to 60 level. Because you can see right, every time we hit 62, get rejected. 62, get rejected. So we may be moving $2 down now at 60. We're room to fall back down to that 55 level. So 60 may be next on the list. So right now, 62 already didn't held up for resistance. Now 60 as it tries to push back up. So I'm just waiting on the setup. Because that bad boy is overextended. Oh, did I hit my check? Yeah, that bad boy's getting overextended. And I'm just waiting. So I'm going to just go in with some small opportunities. So I'm going to be smart about it. Now, how far can we pull back down is the $1 million question. Like, if we were to get a dump. I do see 40-ish. 45-ish. Somewhere in that bracket. 45 to 40. And I did have my alert set. Not alert, my strike set at because the one I wanted was a little too high. Because 40 is not bad. 45 I know is way out of my I like that 40 one though, man. 41 has some good. I like that one. I just need to pull back a little bit. I might just use that one. I like it. I like it. I just need to get a little pull back down real quick. So I need this. I need SMCI to spike. I need SMCI to spike so it can pull back to some areas I want. Cause I'm gonna just play it smart. I'm gonna play it slow. Cause you are overbought. You are overbought. So let's see. I'm gonna keep it on watch, y'all. Keep it on watch. We're gonna see. This is gonna be interesting. This is gonna be interesting. It's gonna be very interesting. Let's see where SPY wants to go. We'll see. So like I said, I'm just gonna watch it. I'm not trading it. I'm just watching it. Let's see. Where are we going to go from here, guys? Where are we going to go? Let's see. I'm still watching mine. I'm just still waiting on my setups for these bad boys on my end. So, because I want to go for it. I'm going to hold it. I'm going to have to hold it, though. So, let's see how can we play this out. So, where's the tops on this contract? Is that 95? Yeah, so it looked like around 95 is going to be the tops on that. So 95, tops on that contract. And then what would be the lows today? Like around 70-ish. No, we had as low as 70. About 75, no. 75-ish maybe? Alright, cool. I have a question, MACD. Should look on 30 minutes or 3 minutes. So 30 minutes, let me see. $30. I still look like a big ass H pattern though. To me, it's still like a big H pattern. I mean, even with a 30-minute time frame. I mean, it's just look like one big massive H pattern still. It's like, I mean, right here's where your H is gonna possibly form if you don't get back above 607.50, because you can see where all your long upper shadows is. So in order, I'll put out this Queen or in Tariq. In order for us to avoid that, they're gonna have to probably gonna have to push. Like we're gonna have to have that buying. They're gonna have to have that buying strength to push. Cause I mean, look where you're getting rejected at. 607.50, 607.50, where that H, where that upper portion of that arc can literally form right here. So in order to avoid that, buyers gonna have to push. They're gonna have to push because they're gonna have to break past that price point, 607.50, they're going to have to get back above 608.50, and they're going to have to get back above 609.25 before 1 o'clock. Because if they don't, that 1 o'clock candle, if that closes below everything else, that's all going to be resistance. You're going to be closing at 1 o'clock underneath all the major resistance levels. And I get what y'all saying. I get it. But it's not up to me. Is what I'm trying to tell you guys. It's up to the buyers. Do we have enough buying strength from the buyers today to push? So I get what you're saying. I get it 110%. But it's not up to us. It's the momentum from the buyers. Can they push and give us that confirmation? Is what I'm saying. Do we have enough buying strength to push? Other than that, you'll be forming somewhat of an H pattern even on a 30-minute time frame. Upper shadow, underneath what? 607.50. Even on a 30-minute time frame, I can still see the same thing. Whether it's a 15-minute or 30, I can still see it. I see a engulfing red, setting up for maybe a big ass bear flag pattern, setting up for a big ass two-legged pullback setup. Pullback, bounce, pullback. Think about it, engineer. Come on, man. Come on, engineer. Think about it, queen. And they can still be setting up a big, major, big, and like huge H pattern. If those buys don't push. If those buys don't close above 607.50, that's just gonna be another candle stuffed right underneath that price point. And because what it's gonna do is it's not gonna help the next candle. Because if that one closes out underneath 607.50, then the new candle's gonna be underneath 607.50. It's gonna be it's like hitting your head on the ceiling over and over and over and over and over. So it to me it's still like a big old H pattern if we do not retain those certain price point that we intended for those buys to get above. But again, I get what you guys are saying. It's do we have the buying strength to do so? That's what I'm trying to get at. And again, I agree with y'all 110%. Today's a Friday. You know, sometimes the volume may vary. It may fluctuate up and down on a Friday. You know, so the question is, do we have enough buying strength and buying volume for today on a Friday to push us back up to the levels that we need, is what I'm saying. So I'm not like disagreeing with you guys. I'm just saying, do we have enough buying volume on today to do it? I mean, can they prove it to us? I mean, it look like buys are trying to step up. And I'm not going to disagree with y'all. We just need the volume to do it, to give us that confirmation. So I'm not against y'all. I'm just saying, because you know how today is on Fridays. So sometimes Fridays can be a little tricky. You know, so. But I'm not going to disagree with you guys on that. But I'm just trying to base it off the volume to see if buyers are going to step up to the plate and actually deliver. That's the thing. That's the only point I was trying to make. Still, let me see. Still ain't pulled back to what I needed to. What are these lows at? 70? Like 75 can be enough. So I want to see. I might have to go to one a little bit above it. I know the other one is what at let me see how this one look. Just don't have a lot of. I mean, it's not bad. It just don't have a lot of volume on it though. Let me see what the lows at on that one. 70 as well. So these in the 70s. So I'm just trying to get myself prepared to see on how I can set myself up with SMCI. I mean SMCI or Verizon. Verizon still trying to make his way up to 43, so I'm letting it do his thing. I'm not forcing that, not rushing that. I still think I want to go up to 43, let it do its thing. Because I will be waiting on that one too. So let's see. SMCI and let's see. So right now, you done lost 62. You got room right underneath 60. So I'm trying to see. Because I want to keep having to move up. That's the thing. I don't want to keep having to move up on this bad boy. Let me try to, let me go to 60 maybe. Yep, 40. Yep, that's the same contract I just had. That's the same contract I literally just had. Man, I wish I could just get these pullbacks, man. Because I like that contract. I like that one because it's set up nice. I like it. I just need the pullbacks on this bad boy. So I can catch those lows and go to town on this bad boy. So I need some pullbacks, some good pullbacks. Because I like this one, because this one got some good volume on it. The one I'm looking at right now has like 2,000 volume with 14,000 open interest, but that's the only like good one I see. So I'm just trying to shop around as, you know, SPY and SMCI doing this thing. So I'm just shopping around for, you know, good opportunities for me. So I'm just looking around real quick. I got another one with 11,000, but this one got 2,000. This at 36. This one's at 2. I'm trying to figure out like which one I really. So like I said, I'm just shopping around right now. I'm just looking at different, just seeing how the volume and the strike prices and seeing how everything looks. I don't want to go too out of the money on this. So I'm just shopping. Like I said, I'm just shopping right now, trying to figure this out. Trying to figure it out. Cause which one I got for this one? 37. So I'm trying to figure out like how low could SMCI go, like for my strike price. That's why I'm just trying to figure this out. Cause I know you can fall to 50. Cause I know the next year is gonna be around 55. I mean, right, 55 is for sure. Yeah, so I mean, you got key to fall down to 55. I mean, that can be a good area, but it's so damn. It's like the SMCI's one. So and then plus because I got dated for the 28, so it's gonna be a little bit more expensive. Oh! Man, that's the encouraging. Look where he's at now, guys. Look at this. Shout out to you, boss. Tariq, shout out to you, man. That is amazing. He said, I originally started with 300-ish in this account 2 years ago. Now look where he's at. And the thing about it, he didn't do this overnight, guys. All it was consistency, patience. He waited for trading opportunities, and that's all it takes. You don't like what the amount of money he just made in his account. You don't have to trade every day to make that amount of money. He waited for the right setups. He waited for the right opportunities. He controlled his emotions. He had the patience to follow through. And next thing you know, bam. Look where he's at now, guys. Over $201,000 from a $300 startup. And that's 2 years ago. So he's letting you know he didn't do it overnight. It was a two-year build-up. Look at it. Look at this. Shout out to you, boss. That is amazing, man. Tariq, man, you've been killing it. Man, you've been killing it, boss. What I'm gonna do one day, yeah, if you ever have time, I'm gonna either this week or whenever. Matter of fact, I'm gonna talk to you, outside of the live. Whenever I can get with you, so we can both be on my live, where I can talk to you, kind of like split the screen. Talk to you, kind of like what Deck be doing, and just kind of talk about your journey. So you can motivate other people as well, man. So they can be, encouraged, inspired to know that you didn't start off rich. You didn't start off with a shitload of money. You start off small.
Let's have meet up.
Yeah, man, and yeah, Nadia, we could definitely do that. I'm down too. We'll definitely get that arranged. We'll figure something out, man. Cause you guys are amazing. Nadia, you amazing. TT Life, Tariq, Seismic. All of you guys are amazing, man. Y'all been killing it. King Kong, man. I love you guys to death. G-Range, City Boy, man, all of y'all, man. Shout out to all of y'all. You guys are amazing. And see what I mean? Look, boom. Still watching SPY. I still ain't give up. Look at that. I still ain't give up on my faith to that movement. I told you. Where at? 607.50. Still looking like an H pattern. I ain't giving up. You gotta stick to your guns. Even when some people may not see what you see, they may be like, nah, I see this, I see that. You can see it.
Not going good because small money.
Well, man, y'all making me want to start a new challenge. I swear y'all do. Cause y'all making me like, I'm talking about even lower, just to prove a point. Like literally just to prove a point. Cause I'm saying, like, I could grow like a small account, like any account. Like, I could grow a $50 account to like 100, to 150, 200, and it's all about consistency and being smart about it. Like, and I could do it to prove it. Like, I can do it. I got time. So, if y'all, I'll do it. You know what? I mean, what I'm going to do is I'll add it on to the money that I do have in my account. I'll do it just to prove a point. So people don't be discouraged, especially with small accounts like, I can't do this. I'll do it. I ain't got nothing to hide. I ain't got shit to hide. I'll prove every step of the way. I'll prove it every step of the way. Like, it's all about consistency. It's all about having faith in yourself. It's all about understanding, having a strategy. So I'm trying to see how much lower can I go. I know I did $100. Like, how much lower below that could I go? Gotta do 50? Now I want to do 50. Maybe 70-ish. And just slowly grow it to 100. Because all I gotta do is make 30.
We got to follow Tarek's step. Want to follow successful people that's smart, not afraid to win.
Yeah, exactly. And and Tariq, you went with options for what are you trading with, boss? Options of Forex? Right now, I'm still at, I'm at 400 right now. Somebody, he asking Tariq. Yeah, anyone can do it. Okay. I know Nadia wants to know. Okay, so what do you use? Like options trading, Forex trading, day trading, you know, like what do you actually use? Because I'm pretty sure she wants to know. You know, so she can work on it as well. Boom! Tariq, what I told y'all. Look. I told y'all. Let's see. I want to see if we're going to, come on. I want to see. Look like it's slowly making that arc. I told y'all. You got to have faith in that plan. I ain't give up. Everybody was saying, man, MACD is do this. MACD. I was like, dude, look, I'm basing it off of my chart pattern with the choices telling me that, look, we got I was like, look. I told y'all. I have faith. Even when people go against me, I still believe in myself. So, okay. Thunder, I'm going to do this. It's going to be crazy. I mean, it's still early at the beginning of the year. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it, boss. I'm going to do it. So, I'm going to keep the money that I do have saved for the Ultimate Millionaire Challenge. So, I'm going to do like a little mini account. I'm going to do that. I'm going to just do it for fun of it. So, I might just start with $50. I ain't going to lie to you. I might start with 50. And just to show people on how you can easily change $50 to 100, from $100 to 200, from 200 to 300, and I mean it's not hard like people think it is. It's so simple. It's so simple to do. Like it's not hard. But I mean I can do that but I can do that quick though. That's the thing about it. I don't mind doing it, Tariq. I'll do that so fast. I'll do that quick. Watch me. I'll do that quick. I'll take a $50 and watch. I'll do it. Just like yesterday. Okay, think about it. Guys, y'all watched me trade yesterday where I controlled my stop loss. I moved my stop loss up. I kept moving my P&L up.
But you by waiting for a perfect trade, it does not work.
It worked, yes it does. I mean, I say perfect trade. It's just being on the right side of momentum. It's not about being a perfect trade, Nadia. It's not about perfect trade. Is just making sure you're on the right side of momentum, you're understanding your price points, and playing within that bracket. That's what I did yesterday. Think about it. You was on my live where, what did I do? You know, after the clock went off on me. What did I do, though? Oh, look, right here. I saved my screenshot just in case I need to bring it up. Where's my screenshot at? Hold up. Where's my screenshot of my spot, what's it, spot? SMCI. What did I save it at? Hold up. Let me go back to it just in case I need to talk about it. Where did I save it? Oh, here we go. Think about it, Queen. Think about it. I got proof right here. What did I do? I saved it. After this damn thing blasted past me, remember I kept complaining about that? What did I do? Come up with game plan number 2. After that, I figured out and I familiarized myself with the pattern that it was in or the channel that it was in. After it blasted back on off, for the possible move back on down to the area of what? 35 cents. So it's not about a perfect trade, it's about understanding the setups. So once I seen this dome, I said, oh, we could be setting up for a possible inverted cup and handle pattern. So I can take advantage of it on the call side, even though it's negative. So what I did was, after we made the cup is where I got in at. Because the next thing after your cup is what? The handle. So what do you need to do to make the handle? You need to go up, right? So it's exactly what I did. So I got in right here at the handle build up. I had confidence in myself. I gave myself a stop loss where? Around 15 cents because those were the bottoms, right? I would have got myself out. If we would have hit 15, I would have got out. So I gave myself a little bit of leeway. So as we pulled back a little bit, it went my way. Wound up covering 35. We ran on up close to 50 cents. Right there where my trend line was at. That was the top portion of that channel. I locked out. Done. So tell me how it's not perfect, engineer. Adi. How? If I went in for a call on an inverted cup and handle pattern, which I should have been going the opposite way. Because the inverted means you're going down. So how was I able to go for a call opportunity on a bearish setup? So think about it. I had enough strength and I was brave enough to catch a handle on a call and go up towards the upside and take my profits. And I got the proof right there to prove it. Right there that shows you the consistency. I had a faith. I had a game plan. My stop losses was down here. It didn't touch it. We wound up holding, going back up towards the upside, locked out as we hit that trend line, shut it off. So, boom. But it's all about understanding the setups. And that's why I did this, to show my proof. Anything's possible. You just got to have a game plan behind it. And what I told y'all right here, possible ace pattern while everybody was arguing me down. Come on, man. It's like, now the reason why I'm not trading now because I'm waiting for a possible swing trade. Because I'm waiting for a possible swing trade opportunity, but I'm waiting for this bad boy to, I was looking at between SMCI and Verizon. You see where my line is at, right? Well, I'm going to jump in right now. We still got room to push up to 43. So that's why I'm waiting to see, we're going to get that push up to that. Well, and what I told... Spy. Who was arguing me down? Who was arguing with me? How many of y'all was arguing with me? I'm not saying nothing. I'm going to wait. I'm going to be patient because I don't want to speak too soon. I'm going to shut my mouth. I'm going to see. I'm going to put it like this. Before I say anything. If it happens. Because I don't want to speak too soon. If that bad boy yanks down to any of my alerts, I'm done. I'm just done. Because I said what I had to say. The proof is in the pudding. I stuck to my game plan. I stuck to my call. To alert. I'm out. I'm out. Because I told y'all already. So, I'm out. So, I'm just telling you right now. If that damn thing yanks down to those price points that I called out while everybody argued against me, okay. That's all I'm saying. Just, okay. Ain't saying nothing. So right now I'm still watching the Verizon still pull up. Still just watching that 43 level. Let me look at my Verizon chart. Let me see. SMC I think still pulling back. I'm still here. And I still ain't got the pullback though. Let me see. I'm trying to get the right, because I know we kind of playing around at $60 level. I'm not getting in right at 60. That's why I want to get like a extension, like above it, because I already know where that pivot point is. I ain't stupid, and I'm not gonna play on it, because y'all already know how that goes. You gotta play away from it. You gotta play just like here. Play away from it, you'll come back down to it. So that's why I want to see if we can get a little break above it, get away from that key level, go for some extensions. Then yeah. So that means that she'll pull me back gracefully. So I'm going to be patient, just like I'm going to be patient on Verizon. Still being patient on that bad boy, letting it set up, do its thing. I ain't rushing nothing. I ain't rushing the process. I'll let it handle its business. So by my Verizon setup, it looked like that we got room to still push up to, come on Verizon. They've still got room to push up to, what, 43, 43.50, somewhere in that bracket. Let me go back to a little bit. Go back. Where's my chart set up for 180? There it is. There you go. Boom, boom, boom. Let's go over a little bit. Verizon with a little bit more room to keep pushing. There you go. So look like you still got room to go up into these areas. So I'm gonna be patient and wait, cause I know it's coming. I'm being patient as that bad boy builds up, cause I know it's coming. Cause I want to catch something like this. When that bad boy hits some strong resistance, then you get that nice ride on down. So all I'm doing is being patient. Trying to familiarize myself with these setups. And you know what? Like I said, I'm going to do it. I'm gonna do another small account. I'm gonna do a small account challenge. Like I said, the money that I did have for the Ultimate Millionaire challenge, I'm gonna put it off to the side. I'm gonna start at 50. I'm gonna start at 50. Watch me. And I'm gonna prove every step of the way. I'm gonna start at 50. Go from 50 to 100. Right back to my original entry from the last one. Then I'm gonna then do it from there. It's like, but watch. It's not about perfect entry. I mean, it's not about a perfect setup. It's just understanding the setup within itself. Like, understand the movement. Understand the movement. Understanding the movement. Looking at this, understand the personality of these bad boys. You know, where are buyers coming in at? Where are sellers coming in at? Just familiarize yourself with these areas and be patient. All I've been doing right now on Verizon and just all I've been doing is researching and just kind of analyzing everything. Where did sellers come in? See, around 43, around 43. All I've been doing is sitting here analyzing that damn thing from top to bottom as this damn thing been running. So I want to catch something like this when I can ride this bad boy right back on down. So all I've been doing is analyzing, letting it do its thing, and then I'm going to catch it. That's all I'm doing. Could we get rejected right here, kind of like we did back in the past, and then go from red, green to red back down this way? It's a possibility. That's why I want to watch. Just want to keep my eyes peeled to see when those sellers gonna step in. Because right now it's green right now. So definitely buyers are stepping in. So I don't want to jump in front of a raging rocket, hell to the no. So I definitely want to wait for those opportunities to see, okay, where we're gonna close. After, because you gotta remember these are 1 o'clock candles. So once that last candle closes out, okay, where it's gonna close and where that new candle's gonna open. So I'm still keeping this on watch, guys. Still keeping this on watch. See where we go. Still keeping this on watch. Boy, because I know this area gonna be tricky. I already know it's gonna be tricky. Because I know some of y'all, y'all anticipating the push. I'm anticipating the pull. So I'm still sticking to my bearishness. So I'm still sticking to it. And again, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I can admit it. I'll be man enough to say, hey, I was wrong. Y'all was right. But I just still think that there's still a little bit more downside, only because it's a lot of areas that those buyers going to have to conquer. That's the only reason why I'm saying that. Like I said, 607.50, because that was the start of that gap down. 608.50, that was the old previous area, like your past resistant area where you got stuffed at. And then after that, that was 609.25 was the area, the recent area where you got stuffed at. So those areas that we need to get on top of, hold for support to see potential upside. But look where we at. We underneath that. That's the only reason why I said that. So right now, I'm just still, Verizon is just still, so I'm just watching these strong resistant areas. And also, like I said, the RSI should be going up even higher too. So we should still be in the overbought on Verizon. So let's go here. So as Verizon is doing this thing, let me go to VZ. We are now what? 76 on the daily, and it's got a little bit of room to go up towards on the weekly. Got a little bit to go on the weekly. Weekly look like once we hit around 70, you get overextended. But the daily is definitely oversold. I mean overbought. You're definitely overbought. So it might try to hold a certain key level as we get overextended on that weekly. As that bad boy try to push his way back up towards that 70 level. So that means that if so, we may see a push back up to 43.50 up to 44, back up to these highs here. Because you can see right here where those sellers come in at. 44, where they come in. Got room to push right back up to it. And it was a certain area, I think it was a gap fill on that one, on Verizon. Yeah, right here. You got a gap fill. So that was another reason why you was possibly pulling on up, because you was filling up that gap. So that was going to put you at 43. So 43, from that note, then you got 43.50 up to 44, which is resistance. So that's why I'm saying I'm giving it some time to let it do what it do. Fill up that gap on the upside towards 43, and then push up to 43.50 up to 44. So I know it's going to be a little area where I'm going to catch that good pullback. I know it's coming, because I know it's already overextended, but I'm waiting on those areas for sure. I'm definitely waiting on those areas. But I'm going to trade other stocks around it. I ain't going to just wait on that. But that's going to be in my arsenal for sure. Because the 13 EMA is all the way back down to 41. So yeah, you're gonna definitely have that moment where you're gonna hit resistance. You're gonna do a nice green and red move. So that's all I'm waiting on. I'm waiting on that setup. I'm gonna let it play itself out. That's why I'm watching it from every angle. I'm letting that bad boy play itself out, because I'm ready to attack that bad boy on the short side. I'm ready to attack it. I'm just letting it do its thing. Letting it do its thing. I got my alerts already set. I need to set up my other two. Because I got, 44, 45, 43.50-ish. So I got those. So let me set up 44 and 43.50. Because it may try to make its way in that little channel. So if it does make its way in that channel, I can play off of that channel is what I'm saying. So I can play this channel. Like say, okay, for instance. So if we was to break above 43, we may be in this channel here. 43, 43, 50, 44. In this little channel here is what I'm pretty much saying. So I'm gonna definitely keep this on watch. But I want to see right now first at 43 to see if we're gonna get that breakout and hold above it, or will that 43 level remain resistance where we can pull back down to 42. So that's what I'm looking at. So I want to see as we hit towards this area here first, because this is the first channel that we're in, because we have not broken above 43 yet. So I have to go off of this channel setup here. So what I'm doing is I want to see as we hit towards 43. If we hit 43 and that level holds, I can utilize that for possible resistance or a possible put opportunity to pull back down towards 42.50 down to 42 itself. So that's what I'm in. That's what I'm watching, because we are overbought, and I'm definitely just keeping this on watch. I'm gonna let it do its thing as we build back up towards the upside. Because I do have some puts, and what's gonna happen is as we push back up towards the upside, my put contracts are getting lower. It's giving me cheaper areas. Even though this site existed, this is dope. Thank you, man. Locked in on a man. What's up, boss? Insider, man. I didn't even know you was in here, man. Shout out to you, boss. Man, yeah, everything JTraedz, boss. Everything here, man. Glad to have you, bro. Boss. Glad to have you, man. So excited to have you. But yeah, man. So I'm definitely just watching this setup, man. I'm definitely keeping this on watch. I'm definitely still got my eyes peeled on SPY. I'm trying to see what's the next setup because it just look arky. Because now you done got rejected underneath 607.50. Now the bodies of the candles are getting rejected at 607 itself for possible room. So it looked like it's arcing. I'm just being honest. Who we got?
Nosferatu1 is now
Nosferatu,
following on
man.
Twitch.
Thank you so much for the follow, man. Appreciate you so much. Hope you and your family have a blessed weekend. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, boss. Can you look at? I got you, boss. I got you, Thunder. And Insider, thank you so much, man. You always welcome to come through. All right, Tesla. Let me check you out. I'm just still excited about this, boy. I'm just waiting on it. Cause sometimes you just gotta sit there and wait. See how we're gonna close out, how we're gonna finish out. That's all I'm doing is waiting. Cause if I go in for a put opportunity and where I can hold, I'll do it. Same as SMCI. I'm gonna wait for SMCI too. So I'm just waiting on both of these bad boys. So we know where resistance is on that. I mean, that's gonna be around 62 at this moment, and now you're fighting 60. So if we may set up for a possible downtrend setup, building higher lows. Well, we could pull back this way, but I'm keeping on watch. I just want to see. That's why I said I'm not rushing anything. I'm going to let the market do what it does. I'm just waiting on setup. So as I do that, I study. All right, Tesla. Let's see. Tesla. What we doing on Tesla? Oh, damn. Downtrend setup. We done talked about this already. So that happened. Yep. So there go that setup on Tesla. From that 365 on down towards that 3750 to 350. So right now you're back in this old channel right now, Thunder, from 350 to 345 to 340. So right now you're back in this old channel here. So what we'll do is we'll change this out real quick. We'll do this. So this is the current channel that Tesla is in. So we're gonna do away with that channel that we were in to this one. So let's change those prices out to 345 midpoint area. That'll be a midpoint area, and we'll change this one out real quick, and I'm gonna put that one red. Take this one out and put that one to 350, because now you're back under that $50 mark. So you're back underneath the $50 mark. 350, bam, there it is. So right now, you're underneath 350, you're underneath the $50 mark. So Thunder, the way you gotta look at it is you gotta look at it from a $100 standpoint. So from 300 to 400. In the middle of that is 350. That's your decider. So above 350, you got room to run on up. 360, 370, 380, up to 400. Below 350, you got to focus on the lower price points. 340, 330, 320, and so forth. So right now, you fell underneath 350 with room to fall down to $45 to $40, what it's doing now. Again, above 350, then you can focus on the higher price points from 55 up to 60. So kind of think of it, let me see how I can do it the best way I can. The best that I can. So kind of utilize this area as one big, let me see. It's kind of like one big massive channel. What we got? He said you're definitely into something. He said, you're definitely onto something. Looks like another pullback setup. Yep. I mean, all I'm doing is watching these prices. But I mean, don't get me wrong, Tariq. If buyers step back in, again, we just have to get those confirmations because the main floor, main floor, we have to get above, boss. I'm telling you, it's gonna be that 609.25. We gotta get back above that key level because that's that old level. If you go back to your 180.12 chart and put a line right at 609.25, you can see exactly where those sellers came in at and yank you right back underneath. So the thing is, we need to turn old resistance to support where we can see that upside build from 609.25, 610, and so forth. So right now, I'm just keeping on watch. Like I said, we'll see. I just want to see if buyers going to step back in and prove me wrong. But buyers definitely have to step back in and definitely got to get back above this level here. But they got a long ways to go because there's a lot of key areas they're going to have to break. It's going to be a lot of key areas they're going to have to break before they get there. So I'm going to try to have faith in them and see can they push back up towards the upside. I'm going to give them a little bit of grace. So I'm trying to set up this channel as of now. So 320 and okay, 350. Okay, 350. All right, so let me utilize this one for 350 because I'm gonna try to look at it from a bigger channel standpoint. For Tesla, see how can we look at it from a bigger channel standpoint. Here we go. So we're gonna just utilize it from like a $20 standpoint. Thunder. Need to take that one off. I need to remove one. Which one? I hope I removed the right one. Damn it, I think I took the wrong one off. I think I took the wrong one off. I think it was the bottom one. Yeah, there we go. So right here, guys, Thunder. So right now we back in this little $20 channel. So we'll just utilize this at the time being. We'll do this. So let's just kind of look at this channel here. So right now $20, right? $50 being your decider. So above 50, you got room to run up to 355, 360. Below 350, you got room to run from 345 to 340. So in other words, $10 down, $10 up. So right now, you can definitely see we're on a downtrend setup. If we do crack 340, then on down to 330 as we go. So right now, it's in a downtrend setup regardless. I mean, it's definitely in a downtrend setup. Extend it to the right. Here we go. Alright, cool. So that bad boy's still in a downtrend setup right now. Yeah, so right now Tesla's there, definitely downtrending from the because you gotta look at, okay, Thunder, the best thing to do, look at it from the weekly standpoint. Okay, before we fell on off, okay, what was our current channel? You know, Monday through Thursday. Current channel. What price points did we held before we fell? So, alright, let's look at Monday, you know, this week to now. So as far as our bottoms go, we was 350. 350. Now we cracked underneath that key level because you gotta remember we was in a channel 350 to roughly almost 365ish, almost towards that 365 level. So we kind of stayed in this range here for throughout the week. But now we lost that range. Now we're going into a lower price bracket. Now, in other words, what I'm saying is that old support where we was holding up throughout this week, 350. Now there's going to be resistance. Now we got to move down to lower price points. Now we have to ask ourselves as we go into next week, okay, what is going to be the level that we're going to be dealing with Monday? You know, could we be holding, you know, could we hold this 340 level and create a channel between 340 and 350 for the possible move back up? Or will we continue on down? So right now, as of now, you know, based off of this setup here, it's downtrending. You know, from Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, it's a downtrend right now. It's a downtrend setup. Downtrend setup at this time. So question is, due to this downtrend setup, could we see a possible gap down going into Monday? You know, where we can see possible lower prices. You know, could we expect a gap down? But right now, it's definitely on the downtrend. Definitely downtrending. Because after you lost these tops around that 365 level, then on down to 360 you went, then you lost that. Down to 350 you went, lost that. Down to 340. So it's just like it's just definitely showing weakness. Oh, Tyreek! But I told you. It's slowly doing it. It's slowly. I'm telling you, boss. I'm telling you. I never strayed away from it. I told you. Let's see. I just want to see, can we get that pull, that possible two-legged pullback, and we could get that successful two-legged pullback. If those sellers can come in aggressive, boss, we should be seeing 605 around that key level, that 604.37, 35 level. Because you gotta remember, and we go back in the past at that, just that 604.36 alone. That has some type of meaning to SPY. Look, if we go back right here, look, let's go back a little bit. Where did we see some interactions around that price point? Right here. That was February 13th. Boom. What did we bounce? What did the body of the candle recover? 604.36. All right, go back a little bit. Go back a little bit. Let me see some more interactions around that price point. So in other words, that's why I think we may pull back to that level, because that level holds some type of importance to SPY for some apparent reason. So let me see. Go back. Okay, right here. What did we run up to and get rejected? 604.36. Came back down. Okay. Move back. All right, what area did we bounce right here? 604.36. All right, go back. Let me see. I know we fell underneath it, but it was some other areas that showed that we had a lot of interactions around just that price point. Yeah, right here. Where did we bounce? 604.36. 604.36. So if you notice, we always find our way back around that price point. Oh, and let me show you something else. Why I think so. Look. Let me flip it upside down, boss. Let me show you a trick. Look at this. Check this out. See, if I flip the chart upside down, and I think I still should have that price point still set up, which is around 604.36. Even on the put chart. Watch this. Do I got the right one set up? Is it 15 I had set up? Yeah, right here. 604.36. Watch this. This is on the put. Because you remember I flipped the chart upside down. Look at this. Look how many times we interacted with that price point. Look at that red line right here. 604.36. 604.36. Every single time you leave from it, you return to it. Leave from it, return to it. Leave from it, return to it. You see that? It's like you always interact with that price point. 604.36, 604.36, 604.36. No matter which way you went, you always found your way back to it. 604.36, 604.36, 604.36. Now look where we at. So, we left from it. Where was it at? What was the last time we saw that price point? That was right here. 604.36. 9 times out of 10, whereas it might try to go, that means you may fall. Where 9 times out of 10 we could fall down to? 604.36, where you go right back into that old price, that old magnet, that old area. So if I was to turn that yellow, that'll be your pivot on the, bam. See? Pivot. Notice that? 604.36, 604.36. You leave from that bad boy, you got room to go back to that bad boy. And that bad boy, Tariq, what pattern do you see on the put? This is on the put. So if we see this on the put, we should see that on the call. What pattern do you see on that put? What pattern do you see on that put, Tariq? Which means that we could see more downside coming. That we could see more upside on the puts. What pattern you see right there? What pattern, boss? Yep. So that means that we see this upside down, it should be an actual cup and handle on the correct side. So if we see it, hold up, boss, hold up. I just noticed that. Boy, I've been noticing no cup and handle patterns like crazy today. I don't know what's going on with that. So boom. For that possible. Tariq. That's on a put. So that means more downside could come. So that means that we can see somewhat of a cup and handle on the upside down chart. Then that means we should be seeing somewhat of an inverted cup and handle on the other chart. Ooh, hold up. Are we on to something? Let's see. Let's flip it the right way. Are we on the... Hold up, wait a minute. Let me put some cupping in it. Oh, boss, I see it. Cup, inverted cup, and... Tariq, do you see what I see, boss? Whoa. Look at that big, massive inverted cup and handle there. I see with more downside to come down right to my alerts. I see that big inverted cup and handle. And it's crazy that it took us to see the chart upside down to notice that. That's the crazy part. We had to look at the chart upside down to notice that. We had to use this bad boy to realize we see the cup and handle right there. And then all of a sudden we flipped it up the other way and it's like, oh, shiitake. And that is at around what, 606? Almost around 606 level. So even if I take off, I told y'all thought I was lying. I said more down, possible more downside could come. Y'all thought I was lying. Y'all doubt me now? Engineer, y'all doubt me now? Y'all thought I was blowing smoke. I told y'all I wasn't. I told you. Alright, so let's see. I see that bad boy too. Possible cup in hand. Let me remove all of this real quick. I want to focus on that 606 range because that look like we're right with that cup, almost like around this little level. It's almost like 607-ish. Oh, it was 607. So I think it was 607 down to 606. So I think that's where it was, Tariq. I think that's what it was, boss. So let me move this up real quick. Let me borrow that and move it up to 607. Oh. Let me go back. Well, God dang, where I'm at? Hold up. I'm too excited. Hold up. One minute. Tyreek, what you got to say, boss? Engineer, what you got to say, Queen? Who kept doubting me? Who kept bringing up a MACD? What y'all got to say now? Hello. What y'all got to say now? Who was doubting me? Who was doubting when I said the H pattern? Who was doubting me? Who doubted me? Don't be quiet now. Don't be quiet now. I want to hear y'all. Hello. Oh man. But nah, you will go too, cause hey, no, you will go. Nope. I gotta give you your flowers too, boss. Shout out to you for being a great example. Shout out to you for being a positive inspiration, not only to me, to other traders, because you showed the possibility what can be done through tough situations. You start off with $300, now look where you at now, and ain't nothing but the grace of God, nothing but you having faith in yourself and keeping the right people in your circle to give you that push. And shout out to you, Tariq. So shout out to you, boss. That's why you one of the greatest. So thank you for being a leader. Appreciate you, boss. So let's see, can we get that 606 crack down to 605.50? Let's see, can we get it? Let's see. Because I see it now. I can see a handle. I definitely can see that little handle now. Ace pattern, however you want to look at it. I can definitely see that two-legged pullback getting ready to gear his way up, gear his way down. Let me see, because 1 and 2 towards my possible alerts, even though it took so damn long to get there. But yeah, I told y'all. I said ace pattern to begin with. Oh, Insider. Hey, did you keep yours? Remember I told you. Insider, please tell me you still got it. Insider. You remember I told you, watch that 607.50. 607.50 held. Remember, I told you, old support can turn into new resistance. I called it out. I told y'all. I called it. Man, come on, man. Oh! Woo! Let's go. My alert hit, I'm out. I'm just telling y'all right now. While everybody was doubting me, going against me, what did I tell y'all was going to happen? It hit my alert, I'm out. I'm just telling y'all right now. I'm out. I'm about to do like Elvis with the cape. I'm out. I'm out. I told y'all, possible H pattern. I told y'all, after we pushed on up, I said it could be number bull traps. I said that. I did. Ooh, it better not hit my alert. I'm telling you, I'm out. I didn't call this from start to finish. It hit my alert, I'm out. One of my alerts get hit, I'm gone. I'm done. I called this since the tops, all the way down, while everybody doubted me. I'm telling you right now, my alert hit, I'm out. Still got my alert set. My alert hit, I am done. I'm out. I done called this two-legged pullback a long time ago. Two-legged pullback. H pattern. I'm out. It better not hit it. I'm telling you, I'm going to be out. Because I called this from start to finish. All my puts. I told y'all the next setup. It hit, I'm telling you, it hit, I'm out. It hit, I'm out. Shout out to Insider. Shout out to Tariq. Shout out to all of y'all who caught it. But I did give y'all the heads up. I told y'all. And I told y'all where we could go, where we could pull down to. I told y'all. Because that 604.36 is like a magnet. I told y'all. I showed y'all on the upside down chart. And y'all are my witnesses. Y'all know damn well I said that. Tariq, you was my witness. Engineer, y'all was my witness. Because what did I do? I flipped the chart upside down. And I specifically said that 436, 604.36 level could be a possible pivot. So I went to my chart like so. Was it my 15? Was it this one? I want to make sure I got the right chart. Yep. Let's go back. And I said, what? Where we could... Tariq! What did I say, boss? Insider! What did I say? Engineer! Pivot point. You leave from that, you what? And not just that. No. Ooh! Go back on my live. What else did I say? Tariq, you was my witness. What else did I say? I did this, right? On both charts. What did I do? I did this. I said, let me go back. Didn't I not do this earlier too? I did this. I said one could be an upside down H and the other one could be an H pattern. Didn't I not say that too? Come on, man. Come on, man. Man, no problem, T, man. But shout out to you again for being the inspiration. So I'm going to do another small account challenge. I'm going to do it to prove myself, man. Love you too, boss. Take care of you and the wifey, man. Man, go out to eat, man. Go to some fiery crab or papados. Man, go enjoy yourself. Shit, you earned that. You earned that, man. You earned that good steak and shrimp. Go tear that up. Go get some good food, boss. Go tear it up. Tear it up for me and the queen, man. I know we can't be there, but, you know, do that for us. You deserve it, though, boss. You deserve it. Shout out to you, man. And what did I tell you, Tesla? Boom, 340. Bow, called that one. Told y'all. You got to look at it from that channel. 360, 350, 340. Boom, there go your channel. Bow, told you. How far we can pull back down to? There it is. Call that. Man, I'm on the road with these calls today, ain't I? But it still ain't catching none of my freaking, And it still ain't catching none of my entries, though. You mother... boy, in SMC, I did not catch none of my entries. I had all my entries set. Cause I had all my entries set there, and they just didn't catch none of them. Wait, what contracts was this? Let me see. Man, that is crazy. I want to see, can we get that further pull? I just want to see. We ain't too far from it because we done filled up that gap that we talked about on SPY. Let me go back to it real quick. We talked about that gap fill. Let me go to it. For the ones I kept telling y'all, can feel that gap on the downside. I kept telling y'all that. I kept telling y'all. Let's see. I told y'all be mindful of... Where's that? My thing moves so slow. I hate when this thing do this. Oh, there we go. Yep, I told y'all to be mindful of that gap fill right here. That gap fill right there. I say, guys, we could, if we lose 607.50, 60, what was that? Oh, that's my old chart. What was the new one I had from earlier? Was it on default? Was that it? Was it the right one? I can't even remember. I set up so many dang charts now, it's ridiculous. I set up too many of them. Anyway, but like I was saying, I said, guys, we lose 607.50. We have room to fill that gap on the downside. Where we at right now? Did we not fill that gap up on the downside? Did I not tell y'all what to expect? Where we at? See, they thought I was playing. I tried to alert them. I told them the situation. About T, I tried to tell him. Engineer, I tried to tell him. Low boy, I tried to tell him. Inside, I tried to tell him. I tried to tell him. I mean, I did. I told y'all where to go. I told y'all don't. Okay, no. Before then, what did I tell y'all? First and foremost, I said, don't go for long. I said, don't go chasing the falling knife. Don't go against the grain. I said, today, guys, today is bearish. Don't do that shit. I said, let it pull back to some reasonable areas where buyers can step back in, some good demand zones. Didn't I not say that? Didn't I not say do not go in on call? I said, if it is, you want to go for a scalp. I said, go for a quick scalp opportunity. I said, because you're going to have a little small window where we'll pull back down. I said this, man. I yelled it out. I mean, I broke everything down to a science. I mean, I did my part. Shit. I did what I had to do. All right, anyway. So let me focus on my stuff. I did my part. I did my duties. Let me focus on mine. Focus on mine. Spy at a channel low. Yep. So like I said, the main thing is because now you're at a new area. You gotta remember, every 50 cents, you're always gonna have some interactions. Every 50 cents. It don't matter whether it's 607.50. It don't matter whether it's 606.50. It don't matter whether it's 605.50. So, but if you do crack 605.50, you do have room to fall back down to what? 605 itself. So you gotta keep that in mind. Every 50 cent area is always gonna be an area, but overall, this is a two-legged pullback. So it don't matter if it's trying to pop back up. That overall, that's a damn bear flag. Like, I don't care what nobody say. That shit is a bear flag. That the market itself is bearish. I mean, look at this. Look at the chart. Look at my ladder on the side of me, insider. All of this is in red. This is bearish. This shit ain't in green. This is all lit up in red. It's bearish. So, I mean, despite this little bounces back on up, again, that's normal for SPY. 50 cent levels, 50 cent increments, you're gonna get some type of interaction. But the thing is, once you crack that 50 cent level, you go down to the whole number. What's going to be the next whole number, boss? 605. So just keep that on watch. Because you still got this little setup. You know, despite this little bounce back on up, boss, this is still a bear flag setup. Bear flag setup. It's still bear flag. It don't matter how we want to look at it. This shit is bear flagging. I mean, it's right there in your face. I mean, look at the overall market for the day. Sellers, 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 sellers with two what? Green candles. So you got majority of red with two greens. That should tell you right there, boss. That's sellers. I would not be trying to go long right now. I will wait. Man, Nadia, thank you so much, Queen. Appreciate you.
You are working hard for us. Thank you.
Man, y'all working hard for me too, guys, because y'all keep me on my toes. Nadia, thank you for keeping me, inspired, even from yesterday. Like, don't go back into the past, and you're right. So I thank you. I thank Inside. I thank all of y'all. Tariq, Low Bar, man. Y'all, you are my guys, man, and gals. Clark, that's my other G. Who else we had? Man, all of you, man. I love all of y'all to death, man. So just keep this on watch. Just keep this on watch. Because like I said, even if you used to hold, you still got a long journey back on up. Because you got a lot of resistance right above your head. Because you still got to conquer your VWAP. You still got to conquer the 9 EMA, 20 EMA, 50 SMA. 608, 610. You still got a lot to conquer. So just be careful. Just be careful. We almost hit my alert, boy. It's like the market do not want me to leave. It do not want to hit my alert. It's like, because I said if they hit my alert, I'm leaving. It's like it don't want me to leave. It's like it's giving me foreplay right at my alert. It's like right there. It's like it don't want me to leave. It's like don't go. It's like, okay, so close to that alert, so close to me bouncing out. It's like it just gave me foreplay. It's like it just went right down to that alert and then bounced his happy ass right back on up. I'm like, you really don't want me to go, huh? Like, you really don't want me to leave. Like, you really don't want me to... Oh, let me check Verizon, too. What VZ doing? I'm still watching that bad boy. Did we push all the way up towards, whatchamacallit? Are we up towards that... Oh, we almost there. We locking in closer and closer. Locking in. Still watching this bad boy. Still keeping on watch. Slowly grinding your little happy way up towards that 43. I'm watching you. No. Man, I was trying to get my SMCI, but it missed my damn it missed it. And like, it didn't catch, man, it's like I want to keep having to keep readjusting my my contracts. It's like it's not grabbing my lows I had. Cause like it's spiking, I was going for a put, but it didn't grab my puts. It didn't grab my contracts. Cause I don't want to keep going up. Cause man, I gotta keep getting higher and higher. I don't want to do that. I want to stay close to that 40 area, but it's like the 40 area, the one I liked, didn't move the hell up again. It didn't grab none of my entries. Let me go back to it. It's like it never came back to the areas I was anticipating. All right, let's see what this counter gonna do. Is that counter gonna finish? Is that gonna be that finisher? That fatality? Is gonna go for that head? Oh no, I'm not chasing, boss. I'm not. I'm just having fun. I just want to see. I'm telling you, hit my alert. I'm telling you right now. I'm stunking the deuces. Y'all think I'm bullshitting. I didn't help as much as I could. It hit my alert. That candle better not go this way. I'm gonna tell you right now. I mean, I'll leave at 1, but if that candle hit, I'm leaving early. If that candle pulls down to my alert, I'm out. You better not. You better not put in my alert. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't put in my alert. Don't pull. Don't do it. Are you buying calls? No, I'm buying puts. Puts, Queen. I'm not buying calls. Puts. I was trying to go in for it, but it never grabbed none of my entries. I had them like, I'm gonna show you my contract I had, but it just didn't grab none of them. Cause I saw the little channel that was in, but it just didn't pull down low enough to grab none of my the things that I did have set. Like, I still want puts though, and I'm still watching Verizon at the same time too, cause I'm still watching that 43 level, cause I'm waiting on that. I'm waiting on that that resistance, cause I know it's coming. I'm just not chasing, just being patient as I can. Watching that bad boy just get closer and closer towards that resistance. I was trying to jump in early on SMCI at 60, but it did, like I said, didn't grab none of my whatchamacallits. Cause now we down down to 68. Cause it looked like it may start to fade this way. It looked like that's what it want to do. Down to 58, down to 56, down to basically back down to those lows, like back here. That's what it looked like. That's why I was trying to hurry and grab it. But it never came down to none of my entries. And I like this one because this one has a lot of volume on it. Cause I didn't want to move it because the other ones get lighter and lighter. I mean, I'm gonna try to move up one above it a little bit because I want it to have good volume where I can get in and out of this bad boy. I just can't get the pullbacks. I've just been sitting here waiting on pullbacks the whole time. It's like every single time I gotta keep moving it. I'm telling y'all guys, y'all better hope that damn candle don't hit my alert. I'm telling y'all. Y'all better hope spy candle don't hit my alert. After I done called all this shit. All right. I done called this from start to finish after everybody was going against me. Oh man, MACD's gonna go back up. I said that's the H pattern. I said that's the H pattern. We're going back down. I told you. I told y'all. Watch. I'm telling you. It better not hit my alert. It better not hit it. I'm out. That damn thing better stay floating right on top of it, cause it hit my alert. Chunky the deuces. Cause I didn't call everything. I mean, I didn't clear my calls. I'm done. I called them as far as my alert, especially on SPY. I called it all the way from the top to the bottoms. I'm done. I'm just being honest, Queen. I don't look at MACDs. Like, I trust my charts. You know, I trust my charts. I trust the psychology to it. Like, nothing's wrong with MACDs. I mean, don't get it twisted. I'm just saying I have too many indicators because I don't want to have to add another one because that's going to be too much. Like, I already got 3 indicators already. Well, 4 because I got the 9, the 20, and the 50, and then I got the VWAP. So I was like, that's too many. That's too much. That's like, it's like, that's too much for me. I can't do it. Uh-oh. Y'all, you better not. You better not. You better not. I'm telling y'all. Because that candle is like, right, like, you better not hit it. You better not hit my alert. I'm out. I done called it all the way down to 605. I told y'all. We were right there, too. Right there. I'm still watching mines. I still ain't jumped in nothing yet, man. I was waiting on an opportunity, but it never pulled back down to my, man, it's like I gotta keep moving these damn contracts around, but it's like, because I know damn well, because I'm trying to figure out how low could SMCI go. That's what I'm just trying to figure out, because I know right now I can go around 58. I mean, you got room for 60 to 58. That'll be a little $2 mover. From back down this way, you got 55 to see. That's why I wanted 60 to give it some time to fall back this way. That's why I was trying to get in, but it just never picked up none of my damn orders. I mean, still not too late. It's just I don't like moving my contracts up too high. Shit, too high. I don't like that. It's too way out of there. All right, let me see how these look. Man, I don't want to use these shitty contracts. I really don't. Oh, guys, I'm telling you, it better not. I'm telling you, SPY better not do it. It's like it hurt me and ran back up. I swear it just did that. Y'all notice that? As soon as I say that, it hurt me. It's like it's giving me foreplay. I told y'all, I'm done. I didn't alert that. I'm done with it. It better not hit it. That's all I know. It hit it. I'm done. I'm watching it. It better not. It's right on top of my alert. It better not. It better not trigger it. I'm telling you. It's right on top of it. It's right on top. It's right on top of my alert. It's right on top of it. See, I think 605. I want to say, keep your eyes peeled to see if 605 is going to be, if Bob's going to step back in and reclaim that level. Because I think that once you feel that gap on the downside, I think around that 604.50 to 605 level, that should be the level where buyers should be trying to move back in to move back up. So watch the 604 to 605.50 level. I'm sorry, 604.50 to 605 level. I'm out. Bye. Salute. Peace. I'm gone. So let me give a shout out to. I told y'all what I was doing. That's one alert, and I told y'all where it was going. Look at that. I told y'all. Look. Let me see if it's gonna hit my other one. I want to see if it's gonna hit it. It hit one already, but I told y'all where it was going. Yeah. If it hit, let me see if it's gonna hit my second one. 604.36. Remember we were talking about that price point that was like a pivot. Oh snap. Oh snap. Oh snap. Oh snap. Woo, boy. All right, man. But yeah, my alert here, guys. I'm about to be rolling on out, man. I'm done for the day, man. Like I said, if I do see something, if I do see a good setup opportunity to go for a swing trade, I will let y'all guys know in chat. But my alert went off. It didn't hit. I'm good to go. Man, I told y'all we're going to come back down to 605. I told y'all once we crack that 607.50, look for that possible gap fill down to 605. And look what we just hit, 605. Right on the spot. Told you. Thank you so much, Engineer. Thanks so much, Queen. So let me go ahead and give a shout out to my team, man. We called that, man. We called it. So let me give some love too. You already know what time it is, man. Hustle and Flow, thank you so much for coming through. Insight, I know you're on both. Shout out to you, boss. City Boy, shout out to you, man. I hope y'all all have a blessed weekend. We'll be updating the Traedz Journal. That'll be between Saturday and Sunday. I will update that to let us know, okay, what's the next setup going into next week. We'll be doing that. Who else we had in the building? G-Rain, shout out to you, boss. I think that may be it on this side. Nadia, shout out to you, Queen. I already gave you some love on that one, which is Engineer. Last but not least, my day ones. Y'all already know what time it is, man. Y'all already know what time it is. We call this bad boy all the way down to that 605 level that I told y'all I was going down to. Everybody kept doubting me. Oh, it's going to bounce back up. I said, dude, no, it's not. I said, this bearish, that's a bear flag. That look like an H pattern. We have a gap to fill down to 605. Some of y'all lost faith in me. Some of y'all still had faith in me. And look what happened. 605, there you go. Puts, you welcome. So don't say I didn't do nothing good for y'all. So just saying. So let's see. Thunder, shout out to you. Jenna, Engineer, Seismic. Who else we had in the building? AK-47. I think Deck is out. Let me see who else we had in the building. Loliando. Tariq, shout out to you, and man, many blessings and success to you, boss. King Kong Traedz, Clutch, shout out to you. Insider, TT Life, y'all already know what time it is, man. Let me see who else we got in the building. Who else we got? I think that is it. Think that's everybody, man. All the go-to that came through. Low boy, shout out to you, bosses. Man, no, I don't want to go for a call. Now, if it goes down to 55, if we used to drop to 55, get a massive pullback, then yeah, I'll go for a call. But I'm still going for a put opportunity. Because they got to, again, Queen, go to stockchart.com, type in SMCI, and look where your RSI is. That RSI is overbought. We in the 70s. So it's due for a pullback. So in other words, SMCI could go from the 60s right back down to 58 to 56, back down to these lows. So you got to keep that on watch because it is overbought. But right now, guys, man, I had a blast. I'm going to keep everything on watch still to let y'all know if I do jump into anything. But man, other than that, guys, you did amazing work. Do be careful on the Friday. You got to remember, it's always another trading setup. That'll be next week. Definitely, if you already traded and you did well, sit on your hands. Do not overtrade. Do not turn that into a gamble. Do not take your blessings for granted. Please do not. Other than that, man, guys, if you are new to my channel, before I do head on out, man, please do your boy a favor and go to my YouTube channel under JTraedz TV. Smash that subscribe button because we are on that road to 1K subs because we are trying to get monetized for our videos. AK-47, what's up, boss? I called it. Nah, I called it. Hey, no, I called it. No, nope. I've been called it. Nope, I called it. Nope, you can't do that. I called it first. Nope. I called it first, AK. I broke it down to the size on why we was going to see 605. I broke it down. And all right. Did you call out a gap fill? Nope, I did. I did. I called it out. Ha. But nah, shout out to AK, man. That's my guy. That's my brother, man. That's what taught me the game to stock trading. So shout out to AK-47. I love the deal. But yeah, guys, do me a favor, smash that subscribe button on YouTube. We on that road to 1K subs to start getting monetized for our videos. If you already sub, smash the like button, subscribe, share, comment, whatever you can, guys. If you are on my Twitch, follow or subscribe, and we'll go from there. Other than that, man, guys, congratulations to all the trades. We killed it. We killed it. He said, tell me one thing, you winning today? Oh, I'm setting up for a put. I mean, not put. Setting up for a swing. So what I normally do on Fridays, active, I normally set up for swing trades. So that's what I started to learn to do is set up on Fridays. Like, okay, if we're going on some type of continuation movement, I like to ride that movement on down until the next week where I can just have a good entry. So if this is setting up for a downtrend setup, I want to definitely ride that bad boy on out Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever the case may be. So right now it is definitely bearish. We're definitely setting up for somewhat of a downtrend-like setup going into next week. So you got to remember, we were on an uptrend this week, but we started to slowly creep our way back down. I profited yesterday. Because I wasn't looking at SPY. I was looking at for me today active. I was looking at SMCI and I was looking at Verizon. Verizon's still going up, so I'm looking for a put opportunity on Verizon. Now the reason why I'm doing Verizon as well, because Verizon is overbought. So I definitely want to go for a put opportunity where I can hold that bad boy. So as I was showing other traders, this is what I want to do. So I want to wait as it pushes up to 43. Look for this opportunity here. So I'm going in for see right here, boss. So right here, 77. So we got a high RSI on Verizon, and we do have a lot of resistance around 43, 43.50. So I'm waiting as we push back on up, fill this little gap fill towards the upside, going into resistance. So what I've been doing is I've been waiting. I've just been waiting on this setup so I can go in for a put and I can hold it. So we get that nice little move back on down. So that's what I've been setting up on. And I've been watching SMCI as well, which it didn't grab my orders, which I was waiting around 60. So I had to readjust my contracts. So I was more so looking at SMCI and Verizon while I was helping everybody else on SPY. But these are my main two. I'm still watching. I mean, the market ain't closed yet. So I'm still watching. I'm still waiting on my opportunities. So still waiting on that one. So I'm waiting on SMCI. I'm waiting on Verizon to get to 43. And I'm waiting for that little pushback up on SMCI so I can grab my dang orders and I can hold it. But a possible move back down to 48 to possible 46 where we can start a downtrend. So that's my game plan because I want to go for a swing trade. So I'm going to hold it because that's what I started doing on Fridays. Fridays, I swing trade because I like to hold on Fridays, going into Mondays, set up, and go from there. And it's been working. It's been working like that. I've been liking it. Oh, I've been making a lot more profit. The hell was that? Oh, yeah, but I've been making a lot more profit. But yeah, guys, I'm about to head on out soon, man. Let me go ahead and bounce. It didn't hit, like I said, it didn't hit everything that I didn't put out, all my alerts. Shout out to y'all. Like I said, if it does grab my orders, I will let you guys know, but I am anticipating going on a put. I'm just letting you know ahead of time that I am going in for a put. Oh, I've got to turn off my whatchamacallit. I'm sorry. Yeah, I forgot my damn thing was up. I forgot the whole time. But yeah, I am looking for a put for SMCI still. I am looking for a put for Verizon still, as we're still pushing up towards those highs. So I'm still keep my eyes peeled on that, still waiting on these opportunities. So I'm just letting you guys know, Verizon and SMCI at this moment, I'm definitely keeping my eyes locked in on for puts. So, for a swing. So, other than that, man, guys, let me go ahead and head on out. And also, let me give love to my mods and everybody, man, who came through showing love today, man. So, shout out to all of you guys, man. Let me give y'all flowers before I head on out. Where's my little board at? My little soundboard. There we go. And so forth. So, y'all keep up the great work. And last but not least, man, let me give a shout out to my mods. Shout out to my mods on all platforms. Twitch, YouTube, Traedz. You guys are doing an amazing job. Keep up the great work, man. I could be more positive too, man. So we'll keep it rocking and rolling from there. So, other than that, guys, but I will be back in Monday, normal times. You know, I'm gonna have the charts up at 9 o'clock, but I will go live at 9:15 Eastern, 8:15 Central, and we're gonna rock and roll from there. But man, you guys have a blessed weekend. Y'all stay safe. Don't overtrade, and let's just see what the next week has to offer us. So y'all already know what I'm about to say before I head on out. Y'all know what time it is. Maximize your reward, minimize your risk. Always put grateful over greed, and y'all will succeed every single time. Till then, guys, stay blessed, stay safe, and I'll see y'all next week for Monday. Peace!